Fuck your eating, by the way. I'm kidding. Stop. W.
Amari's Wemby with defense.
Dude, not even 10 seconds into a football contest. Dog, okay, fuck this. Welcome, guys, to We Don't Know Ball. Thank you to Kieran for being back on the podcast. If you guys watched our first episode, he HammerDogMondays. Again, shout out to him. Shout out to his platform. Please go sub to them. Go join his Discord. Actually, Discord is very interesting. They talk a lot of sports there and that kind of stuff. But we're back with football. It's been a couple weeks. Justin and Retro, how are we doing on the football side of things this week?
I mean, I just, you know me, football's my sport. I love recording football podcasts.
We all love football, man.
And also, I can't wait for this one in specific because there's a specific topic that I cannot wait to get to, and all of us are thinking the exact same thing about it. It's going to be really fun.
Well, yeah. Football, I've talked about this with Jules, right? Like, basketball is way too toxic for me sometimes, but, football is it is toxic, but not as much as toxic as basketball. That's why I can always talk about it. So,
well, I mean, we're talking football, but I'm just convinced that these guys don't know what that is anymore. So my team just things football. Can we get to the draft already?
Yeah, I know, right? That's where I'm at.
Never.
But yeah, if we never get to a draft, that means there'll never be another season, which means the Seahawks will be the last champions of all time, and we'll never have to hear the end of it, blah, blah, blah. Next.
You said it, not me.
Imagine the NFL died tomorrow, and Sam Darnold's the last winning Super Bowl quarterback.
And Kenneth Walker is the last Super Bowl MVP.
Or Dark Side rules all, thank you.
Would that mean Kenneth Walker... Would that make Kenneth Walker currently the best Chief?
Yeah.
yeah, perhaps.
That's so fucking nasty. What the fuck?
He's he's the best Chief since Patrick Mahomes.
That's true. Maybe he's better than Patrick Mahomes.
We're just not
more recently, he got an accolade more recently. So
Jamal Charles is more impactful.
Cook.
Bird.
Eric Fisher.
What's our starting point today?
I know Justin has all the things.
Yeah, so our first talking point for football this week, the Eagles have announced that they won't extend Jalen Hurts in the offseason this year. Does that make this year a make or break for the fraudulent Philadelphia quarterback?
Yes. It's always I don't understand why Philly fans are freaking out about this. Jalen Hurts for the longest time has had the best wide receiver core in the league. For the last 2 years, he's had one of the best running backs in the league. He's always had a great O-line besides last year. The thing is, the reason why I've been so critical of Hurts is because Eagles fans like to put him in top 5 conversations, even top 10 conversations. And even when he has that talent, even when he has the best situation possible, there's still not a great passing attack. And I understand the argument is Hurts is a great rusher. But his rushing is not reaching the level of Lamar Jackson.
Right.
If you're not a Lamar rusher or Josh Allen rusher, Jane Daniels, that's not even glazed. That's true.
I was gonna say
the point I'm trying to make is that Jalen Hurts, without the best situation possible, is pretty below average as a passer. He just is.
Yeah, I mean, this is, just to preface, a bunch of people on TikTok literally told me that I was glazing Jalen Hurts too much about a year ago, so this is, from an entirely unbiased standpoint. I had him top 5 going into this season, and it's because he was winning, but my argument was always this about Jalen Hurts, and this is what Eagles fans have done. They have misdiagnosed him. They assumed that everybody agreed he was a game changer and that he was a game changer. That's what they thought everybody, because Eagles fans are delusional. We all know this. And so what has happened now is this bubble in their brain has been burst because all of a sudden they're like, wait, even the Eagles franchise thinks he's not a game changer. The thing about Jalen Hurts is game changers are fine up until the point where they stop winning. Because after they stop winning, why would I ever care about you ever again? You're not a game changer. You're a game manager. So you're not going to do anything for me. If I have to ask you to win games without elite weapons, you can't. And because of that, you are no longer useful to me. I'll go get somebody else that can game manage as well as you can. Which is why this is how the Eagles feel. You've got a loaded draft class coming up with tons of quarterbacks who can be game changers. And the Eagles are thinking like this. They're like, okay, this guy last season was not good. And if we have another season like that, which could be this year, he's got to go because he's not changing anything. He doesn't do anything except sit there and kind of aura farm. Apparently, he's got problems with tons of people in the locker room, and people say he's uncoachable because he has this like weird like superiority complex in the locker room because he thinks he's hot shit because he was on a loaded team. And so you've got all of these things together, and the Eagles were fine with it because he was winning, but now he's not, and now it's a problem.
When your best quality is a tush push as a quarterback, we might have
I say it again, like Jalen Hurts for the longest time has been protected by his situation. Once the situation gets a little worse, he loses Landon Dickerson. He loses Lane Johnson for half the year, right? Saquon Barkley has a down year. Look where he's just not a good quarterback. Like, he's not. And I see other guys, right? I see Dak Prescott with just CeeDee Lamb, by the way, with one of the worst run games in the league in 2023. No.
Yeah,
Put some
2023.
respect on Boy
2023,
George's name.
not last.
We're talking about 2023.
Okay.
No. It's Dak and CeeDee Lamb, and with not a great offensive line, the run game is not that great, and he's leading a top 5 passing attack in the NFL. Like, even though you hate Dak, I know that, Retro. Like I'm just saying, like, Jalen Hurts without the best situation possible is an average to a below average passer that other quarterbacks with worse situations have shown to be better passers than him.
Yeah, what I was gonna say is that it's not in terms of talent, but just terms of situation. This is reminding me of how Seattle kind of backed away from Russ before he left and before we traded him. Is because even though, like, talent-wise, Russ, I think, was able to do more with less. But in terms of what we found out about the situation, about, you know, him neglecting his teammates, him that defense famously, like, trying to hold him accountable, and Pete Carroll was babying him. I don't know if Sirianni's babying him. I wouldn't be surprised if he was. But with Hurts being able to have this type of kind of power in that situation that he has, and now the franchise, which I thank you, Howie Roseman, for keeping him accountable at the least minimum, for not giving him an extension to give him more power. Say, like, yeah, you're not that guy, dog. You better prove this here and now. We better be, you know, number 1 in our division. We better be at least top 3 or 4 in the NFC. We better make a deep playoff run because of you. Not because of, you know, A.J. Brown, because he might be out the fucking door. Not because of Saquon Barkley, because our offensive line sucks. Not because of our whatever OC we decide to do to it. You are the fucking person. You are held accountable. And again, being from the city of Philadelphia, one thing that I will always commend Howie Roseman in doing is that he is in type of like the Jerry Jones type, where he kind of steps in and does take control a little bit too much. But I'm full support of this. Howie, you should be doing this more often when you see bullshit like this in your franchise. Because I think Philly is a good ran franchise? Absolutely. And that's because of Howie Roseman. But it can deteriorate if your locker room and your main guy, who's supposed to be your franchise QB, is ruining it and is not being able to perform to the standard of what Philly fans think he is as top 5. Because I agree. I don't think he is top 5. He's probably closer to top 10 or top 15, depending on who you ask. But if your expectation, if you think you're that guy, fucking prove it here and now. Because other people were able to do it with less. You have the best situation, like Kieran said, and Retro said, and Justin said. You're not stepping up, dog. If fucking Jackson Dart outplays you in any games this year, and you guys lose, you're done. You're done. You're done.
You know what's funny? You know what's funny about Jackson Dart, right? Jackson Dart was a rookie last year. He didn't even play the entire season. His first season as a starter led a top 10 offense in the NFL.
By the way,
And Jackson Dart, we know Jackson Dart is flawed as fuck.
Yeah.
But, like, that should tell you Jackson Dart was missing Malik Neighbors.
I was going to say, yeah.
He's missing Malik Neighbors. He's missing Cam Scatterville.
Yep.
It's only Wan'Dale Robinson out there.
That's it.
That's it.
Yep.
And Jackson Dart actually looked pretty decent.
No, that's why Jules makes a really good point about this. And it's not even just Jackson Dart. Tyler Shuck, in the very, very small sample size that we saw, led a Saints team that was abysmal. And I think he had, a 3-1 record with them to end the year?
Like, I think it was 4-1. Yeah. 4-1.
Or 4-1. Yeah, like, they were actually legitimately, they looked like a good team. And that's the thing is when you see, when the Eagles are looking at the Saints, and they're like, hold on. So you're telling me that the New Orleans Saints can be brought out of poverty by a rookie quarterback, but we literally give you the sun and the stars, and you can't even get me to an NFC Championship game?
Retro, listen. Brock Purdy is a perfect example of this.
Yep.
No Brandon Ayuk. George Kittle tore his Achilles. No. Like, even before the playoff game, he was missing games, right? Ricky Pearsall was in and out. Brock Purdy was still one of the most efficient quarterbacks in the league. And granted, I understand, he does have better coaching than Jalen Hurts. But Brock Purdy's situation is not it's not what he had in 2023. The situation got worse, and Brock Purdy was still one of the best,
it's CMC and friends, literally.
Yeah.
Literally.
Yeah. And this is my thing, as far as this is concerned. I just think that Howie Roseman is a genius. Everybody's aware of this. He's probably the best at his job in the NFL. He's
one of the best GMs ever, really.
Yes. And the thing is, Howie can see the writing on the wall the same as we all can. He understands what Jalen Hurts is. Howie Roseman is not going to pretend like Jalen Hurts is a game changer because Howie Roseman has money on the line. If you give this guy an extension, you know what he's going to ask for. It's going to be like $60 million. He's going to ask for as much money as all of the other game changers are getting. Your Burrows, your Allens, your Lamar. And Howie is not willing to pay that unless Jalen... I genuinely think if the Eagles don't make an NFC Championship game next year as the bare minimum, Jalen Hurts is out. If it's not an NFC Championship game, he's done.
Honestly,
that's probably the viewpoint.
This is gonna be really hard, right? Because Lane Johnson might retire after this year.
Yep.
And I think when Lane Johnson is gone, it's over.
Well, and the chances of AJ Brown being traded to the Patriots are now 47%.
No.
A lot of bad.
Because think about it with Lane Johnson, right? Let's say Lane Johnson retires. Landon Dickerson is injury prone. Cam Jurgens is injury prone.
And they're both old.
Jordan Mailata, I don't know what happened last year with Jordan Mailata. Probably a down year, but compared to what he was in 2024 to 2025, completely different play.
And to our last point before we move on, with the offensive line stuff, Kieran, Jeff Stoutland, who is literally the only offensive line coach that I think anybody knows in the NFL because of how good he has done at his job for fucking years. Yeah, I'm done. I'm out. Yeah,
he's
gone.
Done. The amount of talent that dude pulled out of his ass made Jason Kelsey the center he was today.
And I was going to say as well before we go off, Justin, I don't know if you have anything else that you want to add to the pile on.
Like I said,
I just want to say that I'm glad that not only Sirianni is being held accountable for last year and basically has his job in threat, that Roseman is actually sitting here and saying, if you guys don't produce this year, I'm going to clean fucking house. It's not just a head coach. It's everybody. Everyone's job is on the line. Because guess what? They have trade assets out the ass. He can trade for a brand new fucking team. He can trade 7 guys for a brand new team. That's the thing that's scary to think about with how superstar powered the Eagles are. They can trade out and trade in who they want.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just dude, Howie Roseman. The thing is, people are stupid in the draft all the time. The fact that Jalen Carter fell that far a couple years ago was really dumb. And they in the process they also got Quinyon Mitchell and Cooper DeJean the next year, which was again props to Howie. But like I said, Jalen Hurts not a top 15 quarterback. fuck the hate. Like fuck Eagles fans. I'm sorry, they suck, and they don't deserve any sympathy after all the shit we had last year.
Honestly, just fuck Philly people. Literally.
What you say? Fuck
Jules,
me
I don't
for?
consider you to be from there. Jules, you're in LA. You're an LA guy now. Sorry, not
respect
sorry.
Brett Brown, bro.
But fuck Philly, dude.
Brett Brown.
Yeah, Brett Brown, a Spurs guy that went and coached Ben Simmons and coddled him for years. Moved.
All NBA
Right.
Ben Simmons.
Two-time Rookie of the Year Ben Simmons. Anyway.
Yeah.
He's still a rookie. He's still developing.
Exactly. From one nightmare quarterback situation to what last year was a nightmare franchise, which has made every move correctly in, I think, everyone's opinions this year. The Raiders signing Kirk for $20 million this year. Is this proof that Mendoza will sit for a year? Does this mean the Raiders will be looking short-term, long-term, and is Kirk the perfect mentor for Mendoza? Mind you, he is back with his OC from Minnesota, so this could be very, very interesting.
And to be clear, yes, this is actually the perfect mentorship. Mendoza and Kirk Cousins are as close to twins as humanly possible.
These are literally the most typical white boys you could find anywhere ever.
I love the idea. I agree with Clint Kubiak. He said that ideally, I don't want a rookie to start year one. I agree. It is a great idea to have a rookie sit behind a vet. That's 100% what you want to do. I think the only problem that I have is that maybe it's not a good idea to have Mendoza wait to kind of develop chemistry with guys like Genty, who he's going to grow up with. Maybe he should have that time immediately to go ahead and start bonding with him. But that's very possible to do in the offseason training camp. I 100% get what Clint Kubiak's doing here. I think it's fine. I think that Kirk will be, obviously not great, but the Raiders aren't going to make... the Raiders wouldn't have probably made a push either way this year, so it doesn't really matter. As far as I'm concerned, I think this is a good idea. I'm for it.
The thing, my whole thing is that personally to me, right, I think Mendoza's already ready to start in the NFL.
He is, yeah.
That's why I was that's why this threw me off a little bit, because they signed him to 5 years, $120 million. I know it's 30 guaranteed, don't get me wrong, but still, he was just so out of left field, to me. You have a guy that's already a starting caliber quarterback in this league, and you sign Kirk Cousins to 5 years, $120 million.
That's kind of where I am too,
also the thing about Mendoza, the offensive line will be better. Brock Bowers is one of the best tight ends in the league, so he's going to have a safety blanket. Ashton Genty will leave pressure off him. I don't understand why sitting Mendoza would be because he's not a project. That's the thing.
No, he's not
a project at all.
No. And also just to clarify, because a lot of people were confused by this contract, the way in which this is going to work, because the numbers are really weird, the way in which this is going to work is that it's basically a 1 year fully guaranteed $20 million contract. And then there's years after the fact that have $80 million as a club option, which they can choose to exercise. So it's kind of a weird type of contract, but it's basically
it's like the Sam Darnold contract, right?
Yes,
exactly. It's a 1+4 instead of a 4+1.
Yes.
Okay.
And I think that actually it's a good idea, because even if you sit Kirk Cousins, it's a great idea to have a vet behind Mendoza that he's comfortable with for 4 straight years, right? If you can have Kirk all the way through his rookie contract to guide him, I think that's not a bad idea. And it's not an egregious price either, I don't think.
Yeah, it's just
I think 4 years is insanity. I think Kirk plays this year and maybe next year, and Mendoza plays in the second or third
probably,
year.
But you keep him as a backup.
You can't. If you're gonna, this is my only problem with what's going on in this situation. I understand.
Let him fall to 2. Give them the Jets their franchise quarterback.
I understand the not wanting to play a rookie due to the pressure and the folding, but at the same time, you are drafting this kid 1-1. You are taking a first overall pick to sit on your bench. I understand he's a quarterback, but you are literally saying, hey, we're taking you 1-1, and you're guaranteed to not at least start your rookie year. When is the last time we've seen something like this?
Yeah, it's been pretty much Baker.
It's Baker.
It was Baker.
Yeah, I think it's Baker.
The thing is though, Baker was kind of valid because Tyrod at that time was a decent QB, and a lot of people were skeptical of Baker even going one anyway. The thing is, Baker was question mark because a lot of people thought other quarterbacks should have been ahead of him. This is different. Mendoza's one of one.
Mendoza is head and shoulders the best quarterback in the draft. It's not even close.
And
yeah,
actually, it's so not close. This might be one of the clearest discrepancies that we've had in decades.
I'm sorry. My thing on it is that I agree with all the points that you have, but I still think Mendoza's gonna play this year because Vegas has we talked about it here before. Vegas has literally the worst offensive line, and Kirk Cousins has literally no mobility, so he's going to get fucking slaughtered, and he's gonna be making $20 million while doing it. So it's going to, no offense, Kirk, you're probably gonna get hurt, and Mendoza's gonna have to be thrown into the fire. So it's okay, give him 5, 6, 7 games ish, so that he feels post.
Retro. Sorry, not sorry, but Kirk's gonna look like Alex Smith in Washington.
Yeah.
That would be really good. That would
Kick
actually
him from
be
the
really
line.
good
He's
for the
just
Raiders.
6'7".
Alex,
Drop him.
dude, Alex Smith gave us a playoff. If Fernando Mendoza can get the Raiders a playoff berth, then
Dude,
Kirk's gonna look like Alex Smith to start the season after the playoff berth.
Bro, he threw 8 picks to 4 touchdowns, bro.
Where he got folded into 7 different pieces.
Alex Smith, there was one year where Alex Smith was good, especially down the back stretch of us during that.
That was
playoff
18.
run.
18 he was okay. 18 he was okay.
Yeah.
Well, I want to jump into another problem quick with this team. It involves the Ravens, obviously. So Trey Hendrickson said he expected to be teammates with Maxx Crosby. Does this mean we could still see the potential trade with Maxx to the Ravens, even though it's been absolutely just cluster fucked? Is the best way to say it?
I think
that trade talk is dead, in my opinion.
Here's my thing about the whole situation. Okay, so you basically say the Ravens at first were like, "Hey, we want Maxx Crosby," and now we're like, "Oh, Maxx Crosby's sticking to himself. Why the fuck? Why the fuck are you backing out of the trade?" It seems like they didn't even want him in the first place. They wanted him, but not convincingly. So Maxx Crosby's now is why would I play with a team that didn't want me really in the first place?
I have one reason, no words, all gesture.
Yeah, but it's Lamar in the playoffs. So.
No, here's the thing.
The Raiders.
I've never bought that narrative. I think that, especially not last year, obviously Lamar was hurt, but the year before, Lamar completely shed his playoff woes. He was great in both those games. I don't have a problem with Lamar as the quarterback to lead them to the future. I think the Ravens.
I have a problem with Mark Andrews playing tight end, though.
That's also true. I think the Ravens know two things for sure. The first thing is they know they needed a wide receiver one, though they refused to get him one, and I don't think they ever will. And the second thing is that they need edges. The Ravens have this amazing defense, perfectly built. I think that Trey Hendrickson is the biggest get by far that they've had in years, outside of maybe Derrick Henry.
The thing is about the wide receivers, right? I don't think at this point you can look at the Ravens offense and say they really need a wide receiver one, considering the fact that Lamar attacks the middle of the field so well. So I think a guy like Zay Flowers complements him really well. However, I definitely agree with the edge rusher's point because who's been their best edge rusher? Odafe Owe.
And shout out Odafe Owe. Now he's a Commander, but I
think
that
you can fucking stroke your team. Jesus,
I think
he's getting 2 sacks.
Maybe fourth.
He's getting he's getting at least 10. But outside of that, I think
7 at max.
In terms of when he gets 10, we're coming back to this. In terms of the trade,
and then you finish below.
I would agree with you. I think the trade is probably dead in the water with Maxx Crosby, unless the Ravens sweetened it even more than they did the first time. Because because after the first debacle, I think the Raiders probably don't trust the Ravens. They're probably like, you already backed out once. I don't know if we can facilitate that again. But I still think that they're going to trade Maxx Crosby because the Raiders made all of these moves with the thought in their head that he was already gone. Because you have to keep in mind the Maxx Crosby being gone freed up so much cap space that they went out and they just started buying everybody. They just took everybody in the market they could get.
And Kieran, I appreciate your point about Zay Flowers because I don't think that Lamar needs a true number one. Because, like you said, Zay Flowers complements perfectly. He's not a deep threat, but he is a guy who, if you give him a step and he takes it, he's going to create opportunity and he's going to be open. It's on Lamar to find him. He doesn't need a number one.
Would it help that he would have a number one? Yeah. However, considering the Ravens' offense that they attack the middle of the field more than anyone else in the league, like guys like Mark Andrews, guys like losing Likely did hurt. I will say that losing Likely did suck.
That hurts a lot.
Like it's not like I just don't I don't see like Lamar getting exponentially better with a true X.
I think it would be the most insane version of Lamar Jackson we've ever seen. Imagine 4,000, 1,000 Lamar from 2 years ago, except instead of 4,000 passing yards, he's got 4,800 and then 1,000 rushing yards on top of it.
The thing is, if Lamar got 4,800, I would drug test him immediately. Second of all,
he would have been taking a limitless pill if he gets 48.
No, because considering Lamar's load as a rusher, he'll never reach that heights ever.
I think he would if he had the main reason why he has such a load as a rusher is because he doesn't have a receiver. So he has to rush. He rushes constantly.
It's because he puts his head down and runs. It's not like he scans the field.
Well, yeah, he does scan the field. And what does he see? He sees Zay Flowers, a 50-year-old Mark Andrews.
Buddy, if it's not open and his 3-step drop, there's a reason Lamar doesn't do 5-step drops. If it's not open and a 3-step drop,
he doesn't trust his guys, and I wouldn't trust him either. I've got Zay
Flowers. Josh Allen has never even gone 4,800.
Yeah. He also carries a heavy load as a rusher.
No, that's my point though. So and he also passed for the last couple of years he's passed more than Lamar. That's my point. I don't think Lamar would ever reach 4,800 even with a true X.
Maybe more
you
like
could give him the best X in the league and he's not getting 4,800.
No, maybe more like 45.
Because no matter people have to understand this. No matter how long Lamar is on the Ravens, they're always going to rely on the run game first, then the passing game. They've always thought about that since he's entered the league.
I wonder if that's going to remain to be true though in the new offensive system or not.
Especially you have a twin monster of Lamar Jackson and Derrick Henry. You think that I'd want to throw the ball either?
I mean,
yeah, exactly.
It's true. I just wonder if in the new offensive system that they're going to start I don't know. They're going to try something new.
Well, the one thing I'll say about the Ravens, I think Ravens fans didn't appreciate Todd Monken enough because I think Todd Monken did a really good job of elevating Lamar into the passer that he is today.
Yeah.
He had the most dropbacks out of his whole career stepping into the pocket. Dude, Greg Roman would just send Marquise Brown on a go route. No creative offense whatsoever. So we'll see. Who's their offensive coordinator? The Bears guy, right?
Think so.
Yeah.
You talking about the Ravens?
Yeah.
OC? I don't even remember who that is.
It is Declan Doyle.
Declan Doyle.
Yeah, that. That's also
I knew
the
about
one.
Jesse Minter, but I didn't know about that.
I'm also concerned just because it's his first year as a coordinator. I understand it's Lamar, but at the end of the day, we don't know that much about this guy.
Yeah.
So,
Jules, you want to round out the Trey Hendricks thinking that Maxx Crosby will still be his teammate?
Sorry, we got upset.
No,
sorry about that.
I just don't think at this point in time that Maxx would want to go back to the Ravens because, like Retro said, kind of fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, shame on you. You know what I mean? So at this point, if he would have left, I think he would have already been on a new team. We just got done talking about Kirk, and now he's getting a whole bunch of money. So at this point, it looks like Vegas just wants to put himself in over the cap. And unless they do something on draft night, which is a huge possibility, but I just don't see how Maxx is going to play for a different franchise unless he gets physically traded on draft night. That's my thing.
My prediction, people have called me crazy. I still believe that Maxx Crosby is going to end up on the Lions eventually.
I mean, if you could find a way,
he was going to be a Lion or a Packer.
The
if
reason
you could find a way to pair him with Hutch, oh my lord.
The reason I say the Lions, because the Lions are in a weird spot right now, right? They missed the playoffs. They're 9-8. Their offense was still really good. However, their defense did take a step back from 2024.
Yeah, a little bit.
But, however, you still have a lot of pieces that you could trade for Maxx Crosby, and you also have a lot of picks as well. So, and you're also in win now mode. So, trading for Maxx Crosby wouldn't be the worst idea. Not to mention, he'll be the secondary edge rusher next to Aiden Hutchinson, which would be terrifying for everyone in the league.
Well, and honestly, the Lions are also in a sucky spot because they're in what is probably the hardest division in football. And you've got, the Bears who have been cooking. You've got the Vikings who now have Kyler, so they'll probably be a lot better than they were last year. And, you've got the Packers who are always good. So it's like the Lions are in a place where they kind of need a huge addition to kind of level the playing field with everybody else.
Because the Lions next year, they'll probably win 9 or 10 games. Still.
Yeah. But it's just the problem of you've got 6 games in division where it's like, ouch.
Well, I'll tell you this: the Bears. Ugh.
No Bears.
Man, the Indiana Bears.
Yeah.
So, they lost so many pieces.
Okay. Anyway, not true. But we're good. Moving on.
Oh, Justin's a Bears blazer.
Retro brought his name up, so we'll just move right into I don't know where the hell you're pointing at.
You didn't see that? The Bears?
Oh, we did.
Retro brought his name up, so we'll move into it. The Vikings did sign Kyler Murray to I assume play quarterback over JJ McCarthy. I don't know. They both suck. Will Minnesota be able to unlock Kyler Murray's full potential, and will this revitalize his career? I'm wholeheartedly just a no. He's not a good quarterback. He should have taken his option to play baseball. He got released in spring training time. He should have went back to baseball.
I will say this. I can't wait for this.
I will say this about Kyler Murray. He is the most talented quarterback that Kevin O'Connell's ever had. And we're talking about Kevin O'Connell that won 9 games with Josh Dobbs.
Yep.
And I think Kyler Murray,
astronaut's name.
I'm not expecting Kyler to reach 2021 Kyler before the injury, because Kyler legit was a really good quarterback before the injury. But I expect them to at least win 10 games, considering I do think that even though Kyler's not great, he's better than JJ McCarthy. And he'll get Justin Jefferson. He will definitely get Justin Jefferson the ball more than JJ McCarthy could ever.
My hot take is that Kyler Murray is going to be top 10 in MVP voting by the end of the year next year.
Kieran, this is where I'm going to have to heavily disagree with you, because I just saw Arizona pick a generational wide receiver a couple years ago, Marvin Harrison Jr., and he's struggling to give him the ball and be like, oh, Trey McBride, because that's the only person I can see outside of my offensive line, and spam the A button like it's Madden 2026. He's going to do the same exact shit what he did in Arizona with TJ Hawkinson here in Minnesota. He's going to do the same exact thing. Justin Jefferson's going to do the same.
I have a question, though.
I need you to take your face cloth and hand it to Jewel with the glaze that he gives OSU receivers. Holy fuck.
I have a genuine question, though. But, how did Kyler do with Diop, though? He was, really good. Diop had one of his best years, second team All-Pro.
And that's fine. That's prime D-Hop. This is prime Justin Jefferson. That's fine. But you're having, who I think, coming out of college, was straight up better than both of them. And he hasn't done up dick with arguably a better like offensive situation with all of the weapons around him as a totality. He didn't do dick with him. He just didn't.
Did you just say
I think
Marvin
what it comes
Harrison
down
better
to
than
with Kyler, it
5'8"?
really
Coming
depends.
out of college,
go ahead.
yes.
Yeah, coming
out of college, absolutely.
I think
D-Hop came out of Clemson. He didn't have anywhere near the clout that Marvin Harrison did.
Can I say so? I'll say
That was
this about
Sammy
Kyler, right?
Watkins' time, right?
Jules, I agree with you. Like the Marvin and Kyler connection was terrible. Like we all agree with that. It was bad. But I also think like the difference is like Kyler is the type of like Retro could probably agree with this. Kyler is a very volatile player.
Yeah.
He likes to like throw the ball down outside the numbers. He doesn't really target over the middle of the field, which is Marvin Harrison's biggest strength. So they put Marvin Harrison in a situation that he wasn't really comfortable in. Right. So he didn't really what am I trying to say? He wasn't great at like creating separation down the field compared to Diop or Justin Jefferson. So that like I do agree with you, like the connection was like not good, but like I don't think it's fully on Kyler. I think also the Cardinals like put him in a situation that he can't really maximize his skill set because he's playing with a quarterback that really heavily favors tight ends and outside the numbers. And Marvin's never been that
that's
guy.
another thing too, because like Justin Jefferson is still such an elite talent, and you can just put him anywhere and he'll be effective. I think it's going to be just for the offense in general, them losing Josh Naylor is going to be very like heavily affected on Kyler, because Kyler, like you said, would target loves his tight ends. But there was times where I always forget Homeboy's name over the years that he would just have these random just like 120 yard games on like short on small receptions. And without Josh Naylor, there's going to be the defenses are going to completely just scheme.
AJ Osborne.
Yeah, the defense are just going to be completely scheming against both Justin Jefferson and Addison. So it's like Kyler, you're going to have to run, which he's been doing effectively, but it's like you might as well just get handoff merchant and just tell him to do more handoffs. I don't know.
They could do that if they had a good running game.
I'll say this about Kyler. I don't think he's Retro could probably agree with this. I don't think he's a trash quarterback. However, in the right situation, you give him the right players to maximize his skill set, he could play really well. That's what happened in 2020.
Yes, if you find 5'8" linemen that can do the job that these 6'6" can do, sure, Kyler could.
No, I'm just saying.
If you're doing elf missions in Madden at Christmas and using full-size Kyler, sure.
Go ahead.
Yeah, go ahead. No, I was about to say, the thing is, I think people have to understand that if you're lower than 6'2", the odds of you being an elite quarterback is so low. The only quarterback under 6 foot that was truly an all-time elite quarterback was Drew Brees. Maybe Russell Wilson.
Yeah,
that's it.
And
so at this point, expecting Kyler Murray to be an elite quarterback is just dead in the water.
And that's where I'm coming from, because I will absolutely say, because they were in my division, I got to see Kyler more than anybody here, right? And I saw Kyler multiple times have just not process well, do the same thing over and over and over and over again for years. And like you said, 2021 was his best year up to this point. But because I've been able to see his process and see how Arizona has been trying to build around his skill set, getting all the guys that they've gotten, and himself still letting that team down because he still doesn't have the processing speed of the more elite guys or even mid-tier guys, in my opinion. He reverts back to running like a fucking rugrat and gaining first downs, which is fine, which is that's who Kyler is. But he's just way too situational for me to build success with, and to say that it is a step up for Justin Jefferson with him compared to JJ McCarthy, but I just don't think it's a major step. I really don't, because I've been able to watch him for years with, you bring up D-Hop, that's great, but Trey and Marv and these other like decent wide receivers and tight ends that he's had. It's just like, okay, he's gotten 2 guys in 5 years. That's not good output. That's really not good output. And you're wasting Jefferson's prime. He's going to be the next guy to be like, yeah, I'm done. He's going to pull Randy Moss. Say, fuck it. I'm going to go play for Vegas.
Well, like the thing about Justin Jefferson, right? Like, I've always said this, like, he's not ending in Minnesota. Like, anyone expecting, like, Justin Jefferson to, like, end in Minnesota, because we know how Minnesota goes. They always seem to fuck it up when they have a good team. Like with the Randy Moss situation, they had a great team, and when Dante Culpepper got injured, like, Randy Moss wanted to leave. So, like, right now, this is the make or break here, because I guarantee you Justin Jefferson's going to be like, I want to be traded if they miss the playoffs again. Like,
yeah, I don't know. The way that I see this is I think Kyler's going to finish the year top 10 in MVP talks. Kyler has the ability, all of the talent in the world. He has everything possible in order to succeed at the highest level. No question. Yeah.
Run that by me again, homeboy.
Top 10. I do.
Yeah, sure.
What running game is going to set up this pass game? I'm confused.
Sure. So Kyler's running game. So as far as this is concerned, Kyler Murray's last healthy season, which is 24, he gives you 4,000 total yards. He's extremely efficient, plays a really, really solid season. Kyler Murray is doing this on the Arizona Cardinals, mind you. He is now being airdropped on a team that has a very solid 2-headed running back duo. You can say what you want, but they are a solid 2-headed running back duo.
No, they're not.
Or the other. They are. They will combine for like 1,200 or 1,300 yards and together, and that's very solid. They've got Jettas. They have Addison. They have Hawkinson. They have O'Connell, which is one of the best coaches in the whole league. They have literally everything that he could possibly ask for as a quarterback. They are setting Kyler up in the same way in which they set up the Pastronaut, in the same way in which Sam Darnold had an MVP caliber year with the Vikings. They can do
What's the difference between the 2 guys you just named and Kyler Murray?
Josh Dobbs and Kyler. That Josh Dobbs is 10 times
worse. They have 10 times the amount of processing speed as Kyler Murray. They can read a defense.
Do you think that
they have way better processing? What? Josh Dobbs? Yes.
All right, Josh Dobbs.
What?
All right, Josh Dobbs is losing me.
Or at least Sam Darnold.
The Pastronaut has better. You think the Pastronaut has better processing speed than Kyler?
Why are we sitting here and saying that Josh Dobbs didn't have like a great second half when he was with Kevin O'Connell?
Yeah, he was okay.
It was
That's
like
kind of
3
the point.
games,
That's
bro.
kind of the point,
He's still being able to process. Same thing with Sam Darnold. That's the point. Kyler Murray is inept. Is legally the R word, dog. I'm not even going to say it. He's legally retarded. Legally. Yes, he is.
Wow.
Sam Darnold and Josh Dobbs are like actually smart individuals.
Kyler Murray, throughout his career, has given you 4 years of 4,000 plus yards. If you're telling me you think Kyler Murray doesn't have the ability to do that for this insanely loaded Minnesota roster, I don't know.
No, I don't think they're going to be successful.
We're moving on.
We're going to come back to it someday.
We're not.
Well, we are. Next year.
All right. So let's just fly through this one because I think it really doesn't matter as much as everything we're talking about. Jake signed Travon Walker to a 4-year, $110 million extension. Is it worth it?
No.
Yeah, hell no.
Yeah, honestly, Travon Walker low-key scammed. I'm not going
to... All right, I'll say this. Travon Walker, what he does, he definitely provides value to the team. I'm not denying that. However, just as a pass rusher, I don't think he's as good. He's one of the best run defenders in the league. But people have to understand that run defense doesn't hold as much weight as it used to, like not even 10 years ago. Like, you need like elite pass rushers. I wouldn't have paid Travon Walker that money.
Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, it's just not even close. This guy was selected first overall, by the way. He's just not worth. He's not worth that.
Bro, and like, dude, he's the most irrelevant first overall ever.
Yeah. No, that's facts. Nobody even remembers he was first overall. Like,
I was like when people look at the 2022 draft, no one's going to mention Travon Walker.
So, like, I think TJ Watt's getting paid, what, like $40 million a year? And Travon Walker is getting 27.5. Like, I understand it's not, like, you know, it's not 40 or even 30, but it's like, 27.5 is pretty high. That's a pretty high cap hit.
Yeah, like Travon Walker, like he's a solid player. He doesn't deserve that money. Like
He doesn't deserve that money.
Yeah,
unless he's not even the best edge rusher on his team. Like Josh Hines Allen is better than him.
That's true. Like, and that's the thing.
I would have paid Josh Allen that money for sure.
Yeah,
Josh Allen's actually really good.
I would probably pay higher. I'd probably pay 30 for Josh Hines Allen. I'd be okay with that.
I agree. Yeah.
But like as far as Trayvon, I feel like you could go cheaper and move off him. There were some lesser edge rushers in this.
Shit, they moved on Devin Lloyd real quick, and Devin Lloyd was better than fucking Trayvon Walker.
See, that's the thing. It's like, and in this draft too, there's like a lot of pretty high quality edge rushers. I feel like you could have gone for one of those guys. I just feel like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like they kind of jumped the barrel a little bit.
Yeah.
But I think it's because the Jags are desperate because they got relevant last season and they really want to hold on to that relevancy. And so they were like, okay, well, if we can just keep everybody so that we don't lose anybody, maybe we can do the same thing. And I just don't know if Trayvon Walker is the way to start with that.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I don't know, Justin, what do you think?
I don't care. The Jags are not known. The Jags are not known for their run. The Jags are known for their linebacking core that is probably the most underrated linebacking core in all of football.
That's fair.
No, the Jags are known for being good really 1 year and doing nothing else after that.
And that year is only in Trevor Lawrence contract years.
Contract years, yeah.
Yes.
And now, hey, listen, Trevor Lawrence, man, congrats. You had a 13-win season. Now you're back to 5.
Yep.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence must have Kirko's agent. Anyway. Well, the big talking point, I guess, for football right now with the receiver one in the league entering rehab. What does the Rams' future look like? When do Rams fans, front office, everything push the panic button on Puka?
Not receiver one.
Receiver one, Puka Nacua. When do the Rams push the panic button to see if this is a legitimate thing, mental illness, if it's actually alcohol addiction, whatever? When do they push the panic button to see if anything is actually really wrong?
If he doesn't get better from it, if he doesn't take anything out of it, if he finishes rehab and he's continuing doing detrimental stuff outside of the team, you have to look at your future and say not to mention Puka has said that he doesn't want to play past 30. Yeah. So you really only have a 6-year leash anyway. So if Puka is keep having these episodes, you might have to consider moving on. It's hard to move off Puka, I know. I really do. But
well, I mean, you guys, both you and Justin, obviously have very personal experience with a receiver that is exactly this way. A highly talented.
What are you talking about?
Yeah, well,
What are you talking about?
Yeah. Antonio Brown, absurdly talented, amazing compliment to Ben Roethlisberger, obviously, best receiver in the league, for years, and it's it gets to a point where his antics are worth more than his play, and it's you just have to get rid of him.
Dude, Antonio Brown died due to complications from kicking a punter in the head. I don't know what you're talking about.
Spencer Lanning, bro.
Is this Kanye fans where they just ignore the everything past Life of Bob?
Kanye.
Yeah, I agree with Retro. This is a very weird situation. At least with the AB thing, it took till the very end. He was 30, Puka's 24, so at least Puka's getting help now. But like I said, if this is a recurring thing, there's gonna be a point where maybe we have to go in a different direction.
It's similar, but it's not, because at this point we could also be seeing just somebody who has other problems that are self-inflicted,
Yeah.
Because we know ABs were all CTE problems. Basically, we don't know it, but we can definitely chalk it to it. This man, Vontaze Burfict, basically ended this dude's life. That's the way I look at it. That hit is what I can narrow it down to. Puka hasn't really had many car crash 2000s mixtape highlights hits on him. He's very safe. He's very good at getting down, avoiding contact. So I don't know what the issue is here. Thoughts and prayers are with the man, because
Yeah.
to see somebody have something like this happen in their prime that could derail the rest of their career, especially when he is at the top of his game, at the top of the game, it's just hard to see.
I just think like
One of them.
I don't want to make assumptions, but like, do you think like the whole like recognition that he's getting is getting to his head?
Fame definitely went to his head.
It's very possible, yeah. I mean, I think that like you can see it through, like, he's going on all these like famous streamers, and like, you know, he's like hanging out with all these people in the off season, and it's like, I feel like, you know, and he's in LA, he's living the dream California Hollywood life, right? And it's like, that life is not all it's up.
And that's the thing, is we were always told growing up, being in the middle or lower class, that it's very lonely at the top. Right. This man got to the top, but like, this dude also has a Polynesian background. If he had problems, dude, lean on your family. Like,
yeah,
the culture the culture that the Polynesians and the Hawaiians have in like situations like this, lean on your family. And especially Puka, if you're hearing this, you should probably take notes for the other Hawaiian dude in the league who decided to not stop playing football when he almost died. So actually take what's going on seriously and learn from it and apply to it. And if you don't come back to football, if it's something that you can't do, so be it. But like, people, especially athletes nowadays, I understand you're making fuck it money, you love the attention, you love the fame. You got to prioritize your life as a human being sometimes.
Yeah, well, I mean, and we saw, like, even in the Polynesian community, you had Manti Te'o, who gets catfished, and then, like, he literally just loses his career because he can't think, he can't trust anybody, he couldn't focus. These things, like, they're serious. The mental thing, people really do underestimate how much mental issues can absolutely destroy a career like this. It can be that fast and it's over. So
I think we're also learning how, like, sheltered the Hawaiian community is, that these things like real world problems hit these guys a lot harder than say you or me, you know? It's weird.
Well, and like you said, just thoughts and prayers to the guy. It's rough.
Like like Dak, like, I don't know if you guys like ever watch like a Dak Prescott interview. He always talks about like how he's always going for help because he's dealt with a lot of mental issues in his life because like the loss of his mom and his brother.
I can't even imagine.
Like, it's like the thing is like the one thing I'll say is that like, if you're there, get the help that you like have, because you have more access than like everyone. Then you have like, you're in the 1% that you have access to everyone to like help you. So
well, and you bring up a good point with Dak specifically. You know, obviously, like football aside, and you know, whatever.
the most hated but most respectable man in the NFL.
Well, I was gonna say, football aside, like, and I get he's the Cowboys quarterback, but like, this guy is really an inspiration. He has gone through hell. Like, he has gone through personal hell. I can't even imagine. He's lost family after family. It's crazy, but he sought help and he got it. And now, you know, he still has the ability to play at the top of his game in the NFL because he went and sought help. I think it's just
because like, dude, honestly, I don't think like half the people won't recover from that. Like, they go in a downward spiral. It's bad. Like, I'm rooting for Puka. I really am. Like,
I because the thing is, it is, as far as the football side of it, it would be. I can't even explain how detrimental to the Rams if they lost Puka. Like, you're literally losing a top 4 receiver in the league, and it's just you don't have any contingency plan for that.
And not to mention, like, it'd be super detrimental, because think of it this way: that means Matthew Stafford, at the age of 38, has to learn to feed another number 1 option.
Yep.
And I'm not saying that he doesn't have the ability to do that, but at this late stage in his career,
it's gonna be hard.
He doesn't have that arm strength to like bomb it down the field all the time. He needs that security blanket like Puka.
Yep.
Like, just, you know, it's tough. Like, I also don't think Devontae Adams is the receiver for him at that point.
No,
so
yeah, it's just too late. Hopefully he gets the help that he and he did. He checked into rehab. That's a good start. Hopefully, he's got people around him that are getting him into the right rehab facilities, because there are some really abusive ones. But
yeah,
definitely all prayers up to him.
Yeah, like, the thing is, like, when it comes to people in general, like I tend to like judge them like if they're dealing with like mental health issues and all that stuff. Like when the Puka thing came out, like I was like, okay, there might be something going on because like this is a recurrent thing with like, oh, like Puka's doing this, like he shouldn't be doing that. Like I'm not saying like a moral shit, like there's some fucked people in the head, but like I'm talking about like, you know, stuff that like can be fixed, really.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
Puka's situation is fixable. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
You know.
All right. Well, next thing on this list, Retro, you're just this sure whatever with this one. With rumored return of a healthy Tank Dell this year, will it revitalize the version of CJ Stroud that people want to see?
No.
Jules, yeah, this one's for you, buddy.
No retrospective music. No, it will not. But you know what it can do? It can launch the catalyst for Davis Mills to be QB1.
I actually think it. No, here's my hot take. I actually think it will. I feel like CJ has needed.
Of course you do.
CJ has needed Tank Dell for the longest time because Tank and CJ, before Nico, people forget, before Nico, Tank was supposed to be CJ's guy. He was supposed to be the number one. Nico was supposed to be the number two. That's the universe we're supposed to be living in. But Tank Dell kept getting hurt multiple seasons in a row, and CJ never got it. And if he can actually get him healthy now, I think that can massively improve his game.
Here's the problem, right? In theory, right? Tank Dell obviously would help CJ Stroud immensely.
Mm-hmm.
However, Tank Dell, how old is he? 27, and he's coming off a very catastrophic injury that not a lot of people come back from. Yeah. So the odds that because we forget, like Tank Dell in 2024 played, and he wasn't as good as his rookie year. So, like, I can't imagine Tank Dell after another major injury is going to be effective.
Well, the nice thing is that he won't have to be receiver 1, obviously. He'll be receiver 2, or maybe even receiver 3. You've got those, the Iowa State boys. I
think Jane Higgins actually will take a leap. So.
That's fine. Yeah, and then Tank Dell could even play receiver 3.
However,
that's a really good receiving core.
However, CJ Stroud is terrible.
No, okay, here... I don't think he's terrible either. I think that the playoffs gave him a really bad name and a really bad look, but I think in general he's not even a bad quarterback. He's actually a solid quarterback. He has moments where he's very, very bad, and I think that's kind of the problem.
I'm gonna fight you, Kieran.
Man,
I'm a CJ Stroud tracer.
Seriously, we all are.
I will say okay.
You only say that because you went to Iowa State. Shut up.
I don't give a fuck.
And listen, as far as it is right now, IO, by the way, the way that I see CJ Stroud is, I think that he is the 18th best quarterback in the league, which I don't think is terrible. That's like slightly below average, but I think that he can be very much above average. I just think that, remember after his rookie year, everybody had him in top 10. All we need from CJ Stroud is him to just develop a little more and get more comfortable. And I think he can do that if Tank.
How many more years can we give him?
Whenever Houston decides to stop being inept. Because it's not CJ Stroud's fault.
That's true. Hey, actually, yeah. Hey, Texans, do you want to trade the 7th lineman this week? Can you get CJ Stroud a line? Go get
him running backs that aren't the age of 35. Right? Get him something.
This is the problem, though, right? Like, which I do agree with you. Like, the Texans' situation is not great. However, the longer they wait, right? Like getting him an offensive line and like better weapons, right? He's going to be developing these traits that like are going to stack in over time, like him holding on to the ball,
catching a snap,
like him holding on to the ball, like trying to be a playmaker. Because CJ Stroud, I don't know where he thought he was a playmaker, like extending outside the pocket. That's not his game at all. Like this is the thing, like I understand like people like CJ Stroud in college, like one of the best pocket passers in the league. His rookie year, he was that. But like, as as long as the Texans are not building that situation to his skill set, he's going to develop these traits over time. And once you give him that offensive line, he's going to be so inept to those traits for a long period of time.
It's a good point, but at the same time, why go trade offensive linemen when that's clearly your weak point and give it to the Commanders, which obviously that was a weak point for you guys as well.
I'll take it, but
that makes no sense. That
why?
Makes zero sense.
Laramie Tunsil was a top 5 left tackle in the league last year for us, and he should have been for C.J. Stroud. But for whatever reason, they just traded him. I don't know.
Yeah, for example, right? I'll use Big Ben as an example. The reason why I say that is because Big Ben has known to be taking a lot of sacks. His pressure rate is way higher than a lot of quarterbacks. Even when he got the offensive line and the sacks went down, his pressure rate was still higher than a lot of quarterbacks. Yep. So, I obviously it's way different because Ben is better than Stroud. That's not the point. I'm just saying, when the situation gets better, right? These quarterbacks' traits don't really go away.
They develop, like you said.
That's what
I'm in agreement. I'm just saying I don't think they would have developed if they just didn't start in the first place.
I agree.
Yeah,
I agree.
We're getting to the same thing.
The thing is, the sad thing about Stroud is that he's not athletic enough like a Russell Wilson to extend outside the pocket. And when he extends outside of this pocket, he's one of the worst accurate quarterbacks in the league. In the pocket, he's merely average. That's all I'll say.
Nuh-uh.
For right now.
Nuh-uh.
Well,
it's a bad situation. But
speaking of bad quarterback tendencies, the Browns have openly said that Massage Watson may be the favorite to win their starting job this year.
No shit.
Listen.
Meanwhile, Shadur is sitting there like, why fuck me for it?
Yeah, literally.
Listen, right? It's dog shit versus piss-covered dog shit. Start either one of them. They're both ass. I'm sorry.
I think that ultimately I basically agree with Kieran. The only thing is I think Deshaun Watson clearly has more upside because we've seen what he can be in his prime. So, in his prime, he was a top 10 quarterback in the league. So I guess the Browns are thinking, well, might as well full send and pray.
Here's the reason why, right? At least, it's so weird talking about Deshaun Watson. I really would only start Shador because of morals, but anyway.
Yeah.
No, but anyway, right? The reason I would say start Deshaun because, I guess the contract. That's really it. That's it.
Well, and from a football standpoint, it does make sense in that, Deshaun clearly has a higher ceiling because we've seen it, right? So at least you know that. Whereas with Shadur, I don't know. Last year he was, I think, I want to say bottom 2 in completion percentage. I know it was Caleb Williams was the 3rd lowest in the NFL, and then it was Shadur and JJ McCarthy. So it's if you're being put in a conversation with JJ McCarthy and Caleb Williams, then I don't know if that's ideal.
Yeah,
put in a conversation with Caleb Williams sounds pretty good.
Well, being the 3rd lowest completion percentage in the league, I don't know. I don't know if I'd want
that. And still winning the hardest division in football. Man, that's insane.
Jalen Hurts, man. Jalen Hurts is such a great winner. He must be so good at football.
Man, completion percentage is fraudulent.
Damn right.
I disagree.
Caleb Williams, if you adjust his I'll just say this. Hold on. If you adjust his completion percentage without factoring drops, he's top 10. I'll just say that.
Go ahead.
Damn, that's crazy. All right, Kieran, you have a 5-minute timer on this because I'm not going to let you rant for oblivion on this. The Steelers have said they are very positive in talks with Aaron Rodgers heading into the season. Is A-Rod coming back? Would it be good for the Steelers? And Will Howard in Shadur's boat, why fuck me for?
Dude, bury this fucking franchise to the ground. I'm so tired of this franchise.
We're the Steel City. Let's cover it.
Wait, you don't want to reunite McCarthy and Aaron Rodgers, bro?
No! They lost to Josh Rosen their last game. You think I want them to reunite with them?
That's the fastest way to a 4-win season I've ever seen in my life. Jesus Christ.
Listen, man. The Steelers have clearly understand that this like they're in the year 2005 where they think they can win with mid-ass quarterback play and a mediocre fucking coach and a mediocre O-line and a good defense. It's not gonna fucking work. I'm sorry. Like, bury this franchise to the fucking ground. It is over. There is no future with this Steelers team. TJ Watt, I want you gone. I love you. You're my favorite Steelers player ever. He should be gone. Like, Cam Hayward, send him to retirement at this point, okay? Cam Hayward is great. He's awesome. Just send him to retirement. I will not, like, people say, like, I'm a Steelers hater, which is kind of true because I've doubted this team since 2020, since we lost the fucking Browns without their fucking head coach in a playoff game. But, man, how do people think that the Steelers have been a good franchise? For the last 10 years, we've had 0 playoff wins. We've had bitch-ass quarterback play. We've had a terrible run defense. We have no future with Mike McCarthy or Aaron Rodgers. It's not going to change. Aaron Rodgers is a 43-year-old man. He is not prime Aaron Rodgers anymore. Mike McCarthy is worse than freaking any coach in the league. He is terrible. I'm tired of the Steelers just giving my hopes up every year.
No, Jules, no, don't get excited. Nobody else gets to talk. Nobody else gets to talk.
You should give your spiel on it, Justin.
Dude, this era of Steelers like football is worse than the Neil O'Donnell era. It's that bad. And I wasn't even alive for Neil O'Donnell.
Justin, what are your thoughts on this?
Can we just go back to having it Heinz Field?
Yeah.
Yeah, we lost our aura. We don't even have Heinz Field anymore.
I don't even know what Acrisure is. Can we just have Heinz Field,
you can't
please?
have the ketchup field no more. No.
Yeah, we can't have the ketchup field. No, Kieran's right. We haven't been the same. We haven't been the same team since we lost to the Browns. Juju Corvetted us, got in his Corvette, and drove his ass out of the stadium with a headache.
If it makes you feel better, it is
the last time
at Acrisure Stadium. It's still technically Heinz Field, so
it's Acrisure Stadium
at Heinz Field at Acrisure Stadium.
I hate you. Don't talk. Otherwise, I'm going to say really mean things about JD5, about another quarterback who's 2 letters and another number right after, and then you're not going to be happy with me.
Well, that wouldn't be very nice.
The last time the Steelers won a playoff game, Jalen Brunson was a freshman in college.
Shout out Villanova.
Backyard.
I don't even know what's...
George H.W. Bush was still alive.
There's nothing... There's, like, nothing to say. Like, it's a joke.
I'm pretty sure Czechoslovakia was still a country.
Like, we're not the Raiders, but we're closer to the Raiders than we are to the Eagles, you know? It's like, it's that bad. Like, I don't even know. There's nothing to say anymore.
Are the Steelers now like the Jets of the New York, like in New York? Like, but you...
No, we're the Atlanta Hawks. We're the Atlanta Hawks.
No, because they're look really good right now.
We are the Atlanta Hawks.
But the Atlanta Hawks look really good right now. We don't look good.
The Steelers showed the same state as Philly with the Eagles fans, right? So it's like the Lakers and the Clippers. The Clippers are the team in the basement. Are the Steelers in the basement for the Eagles? Are you guys just like...
No, because we haven't. No, because we're still big bro. In LA, we've seen tendencies of it flipping.
Yeah.
In Pittsburgh, in Philadelphia, this shit's already done. Like we switched a long time ago. We are not
ever since Philly like became like a super team, like it's been over. Like
Philly would have to get like 4 rings to...
really like since 2017, because I'm gonna be honest, lost to Blake fucking Bortles.
All right, we're moving. We're done. Anyway, from one
Tim Tebow, by the way.
From one detrimental franchise and detrimental quarterback situation to another, Atlanta decided to use the duplication glitch and make Michael Penix a big brother.
Yeah.
They signed
Bro,
Tua
Michael
Tagovailoa.
Penix is literally steroid Tua.
In another generational Atlanta Falcons quarterback move, they said, "Hey man, we're gonna sign Kirk Cousins and then we're gonna draft Penix." And then they were like, "All right, Penix is the guy from the future."
No.
Tua Tagovailoa.
No, think about it, bro. Dude. Atlanta was like, man, how are they going to game plan against a left-handed quarterback? Now we have two left-handed quarterbacks.
It's true.
You'll never see it coming.
You have two left-handed quarterbacks.
They'll never see it coming.
You'll never see it coming.
No, because if you put them both in and play after play, you like switch them back and forth in a rotation like a pitcher.
Okay.
Maybe it'll work.
If you combine them,
let's get serious for a
both,
second.
you might get a competent quarterback. If you fuse them into one person, you might get a competent quarterback.
I will say this, okay? I think,
Or Justin.
even though I do think Tua sucks, I do think he fits a Stefanski system better than Michael Penix.
He's just not as good as Penix.
No. I know that. But it's not really like who's better. It's really about who fits the system.
The problem you run into is then why the hell did we draft Penix? What was the why did we use a first round pick to draft Michael Penix?
That was a GM and a head coach ago. That was a different.
So he could learn bad tendencies from older, less strong.
Jules, you're telling me that the head coach has now handpicked his quarterback for the future, Tua Tagovailoa?
Hey, he's 28 years old.
Yeah.
He's not that old.
Yeah, it's true. It's plenty of time to develop, you know?
Yeah, his brain is time to redevelop.
I just think with Tua, even if he starts, right? I think Stefanski's a smart enough coach that hey, we're just gonna give Bijan the rock anyway. And if Tua just has to pass the ball to
Do you
Drake
think they're
London,
gonna platoon quarterbacks?
They could.
Probably.
Instead of a platoon backfield, do you think they might platoon quarterback?
No, Justin,
Not
like I
to mention,
said, you run it like
they're gonna have a third down quarterback.
No, Justin, I was gonna say you run it like a pitcher's rotation. You do it every other game. They swap in, swap out. You won't have them get hurt. You run it like a pitcher's rotation.
they're gonna have CC.
You just learned what baseball is. I'm proud of you for coining it.
Bro, they're gonna have Noah Syndergaard and CC Sabathia rotation.
Fucking Christ.
No, but seriously, I think Stefanski, he's gonna feed the rock to Bijan. I don't think Atlanta will be that great because their quarterback situation sucks.
Why couldn't we get Stefanski? Why couldn't we get Stefanski?
Mike McCarthy is a Super Bowl winning head coach.
Kieran, I guess that's the bright side. Kieran,
Michael
that's the
Jackson was still alive, okay?
Hold on. Kieran, there is a bright side to this. We didn't get Stefanski, therefore Tua Tagovailoa is not our quarterback.
That is true.
That's actually a fair point. That actually is probably worse. Measurably worse, actually.
Bro,
if you had to go with Tua as your quarterback, you'd probably
the last real topic before we get into our TMZ topics that are left on here, Retro, you're just something else. Patrick Mahomes posted videos. He's already back throwing a ball 3 months after his torn ACL. Will he be ready for the start of the year? Is he going to take the recommended recovery timetable seriously, or is he going to try and do something crazy to get back to start the year?
You know how superstars are. They're always crazy. They have superstar powers. They usually come back.
I was going to say Jason Tatum did this crazy recovery.
The thing is, football is different. It is a more physical game, so you obviously have to take more cautious than basketball. So I wouldn't be shocked if Mahomes missed 3 games to start the season, but I wouldn't be shocked if he started week 1 because it's Mahomes. He's a freaking alien, and
no, he is not in the same category as Wembanyama. Sorry.
Amari Stoudemire with defense?
Mahomes is a frog.
Yeah.
He was on Sesame Street when I was growing up. I watched it every day.
John Kermit. Kermit Deeper. Kermit Deeper.
Kermit D. Mahomes the second.
Dude, Ernie was my favorite anyway.
Dude, Oscar the
So yeah, great, cool. We're in agreement that Patrick Mahomes will just forego the timetable and try to start as soon as possible.
Probably but like I would worry for his health if he did. I don't think that's a
Sure,
good idea.
because we worried about quarterbacks' health for the last 5 years. We've paid attention to that, right?
Well, I mean, him
Dude,
specifically.
I worried about Justin
obviously
Herbert's health behind that O-line for the last year.
I worry about
awesome.
Justin Herbert's mental health, knowing a receiver threw more playoff touchdowns than he did this year.
Come on, bro.
That's
Anyway, moving on to the TMZ portion of the football current events
What the
list.
fuck is TMZ, bro?
Oh, you'll hear in a second. The Seahawks will be on Hard Knocks. Will that be a distraction during training camp, especially if the team is hoping to repeat?
I mean,
No.
like I never take Hard Knocks seriously, but like I do think like Hard Knocks.
That's why nobody takes TMZ seriously. It's just a bunch of bullshit news nobody cares about.
Well, but I think it's a fair question because a lot of teams refuse to do Hard
Yes,
Knocks.
because the teams that were on Hard Knocks before them were so fucking good.
Well, a lot of teams refuse to do Hard Knocks because it's a distraction. Bill Belichick wouldn't do it when it started.
This is the most Pete Carroll-esque Seahawks move I've seen in a long time. Yeah, sure, we'll bring an extra shit ton of cameras to
I
practice.
just think like
Nobody will care.
Like the thing about Hard Knocks is that like we have like NFL like mic'd up situations, so I don't really see
Good
like
point.
the point of Hard Knocks anyway.
Yeah,
So-
right. Well, you're taking a deep dive into a team that gets released after the season. Who cares?
Yeah,
This is why I'd much rather watch Quarterback on Netflix than watch this.
I agree. Yeah.
Quarterback and receiver were great. Tight end with Kittle was good, but no, who cares? Nobody cares. Hard Knocks is going to be there. Seattle's going to play football. That's what's going to happen.
I mean, I don't know. There's the Hard Knocks curse that exists, and I don't know if it's going to.
Yeah, with dog shit teams that were on it before them. Anyway,
Bills,
moving on to Retro's other TMZ point here. Tom Brady said he's openly looking into coming back. At age 48, would Brady still be top 10? No. End of story.
Also, he would be a top 10 quarterback.
No, he would not,
Holy
bro.
fucking
This-
holy Skip Bayless
Wait, hold on,
slave. Stop
hold on,
riding on it.
I have a genuine question.
Hold on a second.
He
Retro, I
gets
have a
up to
question
quarter-
for you. Retro, I have a question for you. Since
Yes.
Kyler Murray would be in top 10 MVP conversations,
on the Vikings.
if Tom Brady were to come back, who would be better this season, Tom Brady or Kyler Murray?
Oh, Tom Brady, no question. With Justin Jefferson? Oh my
This is why
Lord.
you're the mascot of the podcast.
Dude, Tom Brady with Justin Jefferson, Jordan
this
Addison,
is
TJ
why
Hawkinson.
you don't get residuals.
This
Dude,
is
this
why
if
you are a
you-
guest,
if you
and
think
when
it's not
anybody
true,
else
you're
comes on,
insane.
it is more entertaining and quality.
If you think that it's not true, you're an insane person. Tom Brady with Justin Jefferson, Jordan Addison, TJ Hawkinson, and that.
I didn't say in Minnesota because they would have Kyler starting.
You
It'd be a team.
just mentioned Kyler, so yes, you did.
No, I said that Kyler's playing for Minnesota as a top 10 MVP candidate, according to your dumb ass fucking mouth.
Oh my God, bro.
On another team to see who would finish higher. You dumb fuck.
You just said if Kyler Murray was a top 10 MVP candidate for the Vikings, if he would
No,
be.
I said
what
you
would
said
Brady-
Kyler Murray was a
Red,
top 10
Red,
quarterback.
Red,
If they were
Red.
both playing in the league at the same time,
That's what he said.
who would be higher?
Tom Brady
Dude.
would
On
be
the same
yes.
team.
Tom Brady would
Dude.
be yes. Where do you think? Where else he would go back? If he was on the Buccaneers, he could do it too. Yeah. Yes. Yes. The Buccaneers are also loaded. If you think it's not true, I don't know what to tell you.
The Bucks are
The
not
Bucks are
loaded
not
right now.
loaded,
Bro.
dog.
Have you seen the receiving core? Are we looking at the same team?
You mean the Mike Evans that left and the injury room that fucking walks back and
What are
forth
we
to the locker room
doing?
to leave and
Did we
collect their
watch
pay?
Buck games?
We see,
What are we doing?
hold on. Did we not see last year's Bucks
Yeah,
receiving
and
core?
how they fell
We tripping
apart
even
after
without-
week 8?
Even without Mike Evans, it wouldn't matter. They still have a great receiving
It doesn't
core. This
matter.
is like,
They
this is
were
like
all injured.
Like, what?
bro, yes, and now they're not.
We're talking
Yeah.
about
Now
Cade
we're not, so-
Otton after week 9, dog. Cade Otton. What are we doing?
Yes. So now they're all healthy. Yes.
We're talking about the derailed rookie of the year and friends.
We're
Sure.
talking about
Ricard
Wait,
White,
hold on.
Bucky Irving.
They're all healthy. Emeka Egbuka, Chris Godwin, Tez
Kirk
Johnson,
Godwin.
Jalen
Yes,
McMillan.
Chris Godwin, who's also injured every
Literally,
year.
like, what are we
And Chris
doing?
Godwin.
Godwin's played 5 games a season for like the last 4 years.
So Chris Godwin is
This
coming
is
back
so
healthy next year.
nasty.
You
This
got-
is
you have
so
Tez
nasty.
Johnson,
31.
31,
You have
dog.
Tez Johnson.
Holy.
He came back last year saying he was healthy too. What happened?
Okay, you can make the argument about hypotheticals, but I'm saying next year he's going to be...
No, it's a hypothetical to say that Tom Brady would finish as a better QB than Kyler Murray at the age of 48.
To be clear,
No, if 49,
My
he's
bad.
going to be
He's
49 if he plays.
49 by the time the season starts.
50.
No, because think about it, right?
Tape,
Tom Brady...
Wait, no, I have a question. At the beginning of the episode, were you not all talking about how shit the state of quarterbacks are in 2026?
I didn't say that.
Everybody else said that.
Oh, so, I did 100%. If we have a situation to bring Phillip Rivers back to the game, sure, let's bring Tom back for a farewell.
No, Justin, I'm actually glad you said that. Yes, I know Tom Brady would be a top 10 quarterback because Phillip Rivers came back and gave the Seattle Seahawks his defense fits. So yes, I know.
Bro, no.
Well, was he a top 10 quarterback?
We watched that game.
Was he a top 10 quarterback? Was he a top 15 quarterback? Was he a top 20 quarterback?
Phillip Rivers led multiple.
I made my defense on it. Phillip Rivers couldn't throw 15 yards. Like, I don't know.
Bro, Phillip Rivers had multiple clutch third down conversions, including a sideline throw.
Were they over 15 yards? No, it wasn't.
Actually, no, I'm glad you said that. That proves my point. Because Tom Brady has a better arm than Phillip Rivers, and he could do more than Phillip Rivers. So
at 50? Yeah, at 50? What's your base of proof? What's your base of proof?
Bro,
that's what I thought, Retro. Nothing. It's hypothetical. You have no proof. Yes, it does.
Bro.
You made the claim, so you made the claim. So what's your evidence?
I'm gonna say this right now, okay? So Tom Brady, right? So Tom Brady, his last year in the NFL, had his worst season as the Bucs when the situation got worse. Because if you remember in 2019, when the situation was bad in New England, he couldn't carry the team that he did, right? So
people always talk about that season. What did he do in that season? That last season
in New England?
No. For Tampa Bay, what did he do in that year?
He had high passing yards, low efficiency.
Yeah, he had 4,700 yards and a 67% completion.
Low efficiency
on a 67% completion percentage. He was doing high.
Yeah, because he was throwing checkdowns because he couldn't throw the ball.
Tom Brady was able to throw well that year. He had the ability to do it. He was fine.
What?
People.
He averaged 6 yards per attempt.
Yeah, 6 yards per attempt. That's bottom third. I just pulled it up.
Well, 6.5. If you're being more fair,
it's still bottom third. Doesn't matter.
Okay, wait, he averaged attempt in 2006. What's your point?
Congratulations, Tom Brady can come back and take Brock Purdy's job because any one of us could dump the ball off the CMC.
This is right.
My point is, when the situation got worse in 2022, he didn't have the situation that he had in 2021 because the O-line was better and overall his receivers were better and the run game was better. When the situation got worse, his numbers and efficiency decreased. So I'm not expecting Tom Brady at the age of 49, after being 4 years removed from the game, plop him in to be a top 10 quarterback. That is
maybe they shouldn't have paid Kirk. Maybe Tom Brady should have came back and mentored Mendoza.
I'm glad you mentioned 2021. Would you agree that when he had 5,300 yards in 2021, he was a really good quarterback?
Yes.
He averaged 7.4 yards per attempt. He averaged 1 yard less the year after that, in the year that you're talking about how bad he was.
I'm not. Do you not hear what I'm saying?
No. I don't understand.
He doesn't hear what you're saying.
Do you not hear what I'm saying? I never said he was bad. I'm saying Tom Brady's efficiency, right? His passer rating was lower. His yards per attempt was lower. His EPA actually dropped a lot compared to the previous year, right? So his efficiency was way lower than the previous year when his situation got worse.
You said I didn't hear what you said. I just addressed yards per attempt. So I did very clearly hear what you said because I addressed
that's not. That's
strawmanning the argument. You're strawmanning. That's what you're doing. He said EPA. He said EPA. He said efficiency. What completion percentage isn't efficiency, Retro? We've went over this multiple times.
Trying to go one by one. That was the point. So I went with yards per attempt.
But he never said anything about yards per catch, and that was the first thing you went back to after he started talking.
He said yards per attempt, so I went to yards per attempt. His yards per attempt was 1 yard less than the season prior. And then the situation got worse,
just like he was saying, and that's what was the point.
Okay, so I'm glad that. So now we can talk about that. So in terms of the completion percentage, in the
Stop
year in
using
2021,
that flawed
in which
stat. It's flawed.
he mentioned a bunch of things. So I'm going through everything. In terms of completion percentage, it was only 0.7
You
lower
made
than
him
the
turn
year
his
prior.
camera off. Look at
So
what you did.
that doesn't really move me either way. In
Yeah,
terms
that
of
doesn't move
quarterback rating, yes. In terms of quarterback rating, yes, it did get worse. I can agree with you. He played a little bit worse. He was still at a top 10 level. He just played a little bit worse. So I can grant that. That's fine. It's fine. He still played at a top 10 level. I can grant that. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't hurt my case. Even if it was by a lot, it's still a top 10.
So your case is that he would be top 10 in the league. Do you think a 49-year-old Tom Brady is going to be better than who's your eighth again? Sam Darnold?
My eighth is Sam Darnold. I think he'd be number 10.
You think he'd be better than Jalen Hurts? That's the only person.
Yes.
You think he'd be better than Bo Nix?
Yes. I think he'd be better than Bo Nix. Yes. Yes. Yeah, because Bo Nix is
49-year-old.
Same thing.
Tom Brady at 49 is a game manager.
Yes, I agree, and he'd be one of the best.
And he would be worse than Bo Nix.
And he'd be one of the best game managers in the league.
You got a better shot of throwing Peyton Manning out there right now than Tom Brady.
You're fucking right. You're fucking right.
Stop it. Peyton Manning's last year was literally a corpse.
And won the Super Bowl.
No, I just dude,
Von Miller won the Super Bowl.
Dude, the glaze for Tom Brady.
That's what I'm saying. It's the same with Jordan, Kieran.
Hold on. He's the greatest quarterback to ever touch a field. It's not glaze.
Who cares?
At age 49,
Why would that not matter?
Because it's a hypothetical, because we can't confirm or deny it.
Hold on.
Okay, sure, but
hypotheticals are dumb.
I want to ask you a question. By your logic, retrospect music. By your logic, then, Tom Brady's the greatest quarterback to ever touch a field, right?
Yes.
Michael Jordan is the best player to ever touch an NBA basketball court, correct?
Sure.
So Michael Jordan could come back right now and be top 10.
Michael Jordan's what, 60?
Doesn't matter.
You're missing the point.
We're talking about no. Your point doesn't matter.
You're missing the point.
No, the point doesn't matter. Brady's 48. He's not 60.
Doesn't matter.
If Tom Brady was 60, he would come back and do that. No. So
I would argue that years differential between Brady and Jordan would equivalent to the sports they play. So.
Sure, and I think 60 years old is probably a fair cutoff for any sport.
Okay, let's move on from this TMZ ad point. This was clearly trying to get, he wanted to debate something. He got the bait. He got the clips. We're moving on, dog. It's dumb. Dumb.
Honestly, I actually thought you guys were gonna agree.
No, it's the dumbest thing in the world. Why would we agree to that?
Conversation.
That honestly, because I saw it being brought up on other channels and they agreed he would be.
Jules, I have a question, right? I have a question, right? If LeBron James retired today and missed 4 years in the NBA, and then he decided to come back if he wanted to come back at the age of 46, do you think he would be a good, great player?
Because the advancements of the game and a difference of 5 years is going to what's hinder it. Now, basketball is different than football. I completely agree. Tom Brady would probably be a little bit, I will admit, I think would be a better justified in today's game because everybody runs the ball now and there's a lot less pass attempts and all this kind of stuff. That's completely fine. That works in Brady's favor. But to say that he would be a top 10 guy when there's just a clear skill discrepancy within the top 10 and Tom Brady, who is damn near 50, is asinine. It's asinine.
Brady versus Hurts, 100% the conversation.
Yeah, because Jalen Hurts is not that good.
Yeah, but Jalen Hurts is a top 10 guy who can game manage you to a Super Bowl. Do you think Brady can game manage you to a Super Bowl?
No.
But Jalen Hurts can? Jalen Hurts can?
Jalen Hurts
No, we're moving on from this baby-ass shit, dude.
Wait, Aaron, you actually bound to do that. So if you drop Tom Brady into Jalen Hurts' situation, do you think...
Stop arguing hypotheticals. We don't know.
I'm asking a question.
It's a hypothetical.
So you said Jalen Hurts' situation, and that's why he could do it.
Yeah, I think a lot of quarterbacks, I think 20 quarterbacks can win with that situation.
Do you think Tom Brady could?
Yeah, because that's, no. Because I said Jules, what did I say? That Eagles team is literally the best team since 2000. It's not because Tom Brady is a great game manager. It's literally because it's the most talented team.
So if you believe that Tom Brady could step into that team and win a Super Bowl with that team, don't you think that would mean he could have a pretty good season?
You think that Phil? Do you think that Phil Rivers could do the same thing?
I'm going to say this.
No. Why? Why?
I'm going to say
he
this
did
again.
it against a better defense. No. He did it against a better defense this year. Why couldn't he do it? He did it against a better defense.
Philip Rivers has nowhere. Philip Rivers is nowhere near the shape.
Doesn't matter.
He did
it against a better defense this year. Though I'm not gonna let you get that off.
Okay, what about somebody like Metro? What about Drew Brees?
Jules.
His body's also in disarray. Drew Brees is cooked. He can barely walk.
Jules. I'm not letting Retro get this point off. Yes, I think Tom Brady can win a Super Bowl with that Eagles team. I also think a below-average quarterback can win with that Eagles team.
Okay, sure, and that's fine. My point is, if you believe that Tom Brady could win a Super Bowl with that team, which you're also
that doesn't make him a top 10 quarterback.
But you're also granting that he could easily be at the very least a top 15 or top 20 quarterback in the league. You can grant that.
That doesn't mean I think he could be top 10.
That's a little bit different than top 10.
Hold on.
That's a hell of a different than top 10.
No, so I have a question. Do you think
hell
he
of
could
a
be top
different
15?
spot?
No.
Okay, so you don't think he could be top 15 but he could win a Super Bowl?
No.
Hold on. So do you think Jalen Hurts is a top 15 quarterback?
No.
Okay, well that's crazy, but whatever. I guess if you think that, then that's whatever. I can't argue against that. But most NFL fans would agree Jalen Hurts is easily top 15. If you think that Tom Brady could have a
I don't listen to NFL fans' opinions.
Which is fine, and that's fine. You're consistent. But my point is, most NFL fans would agree that Jalen Hurts is a top 15 quarterback, and most NFL fans,
this is the most casual-ass conversation I've ever heard in my
Kieran, would
entire
also agree
fucking
that Brady
existence.
could win a Super Bowl with that
Let's
Eagles
move on.
team.
I also think.
Games now.
I also think a pre-concussed Tua can win with the Eagles. Okay.
Now let's play some fucking games. I'm pissed. I'm done. We're done.
Okay, sir. Would you agree that pre-concussed Tua, when he was leading the league in passing yards, was a good quarterback?
Kieran, if you don't respond
No,
to him,
I think he was a game manager.
Okay,
Justin,
sure.
let's play
Tom
some
Brady,
games.
Don't respond to him. We can start with
top 10, no?
We're not doing this.
Tua was not. He was never a top 10 quarterback.
No, but I'm saying you said he's a game managers can be top 10, right?
Not really. No.
What do you mean? So you don't think it was Sam Darnold's top 10?
I don't think he's top 10 either.
Okay, well, I guess we just disagree on the way in which...
I don't think he's top 10.
That's fine. We just disagree on the way in which we view quarterbacks. But people that watch will understand the point I'm trying to make.
No.
I'm okay with that.
all five of them that already don't like you? What are we talking about here?
There's gonna be probably hundreds. I think we'll get hundreds of views.
Play some games on your phone, please. Justin, I need a hug. Holy fuck!
I can't say that.
I need ibuprofen.
I need chemotherapy.
I need Rapam.
Rapam is crazy.
I need Tom Brady.
I'm checking myself in with Puka.
I need Tom Brady. That's what I need.
Oh my, bro! That's the glaze I'm talking about. You need Tom.
I don't, because I have Jaden Daniels. You do.
June's. Oh my god.
To be fair, he might have a point there. I might want Brady over Rodgers.
You see what I'm saying?
That might be where I draw the line.
I was gonna say you'd rather have Tom Brady than A-Rod.
In every circumstance ever, I'd rather have
A-Rod
Brady
sucks,
over.
so.
But yeah, I'd love to if Retro just shut his fucking mouth for 3 seconds.
Everybody's still talking. Don't put it on me. Now start.
It is you.
Literally you.
What do you mean?
All right, pick 3, cut 5. Pick 3, cut 5. Pick 3, cut 5.
Okay.
Defensive trio.
Okay.
These are all active defensive trios.
Okay.
The first one up is Bourne, Mitchell, and Carter in Philly.
That's a really good one.
That's a really good one, but I think the problem is that with the Eagles in general, they have an overall great defensive team. I think their trio, even though they're great players, I think we can get better. So I'm okay with cutting it.
In a vacuum, Mitchell is an all-pro level corner. Bond, it has been an all-pro backer, and Jalen Carter's an all-pro level defensive tackle. I feel like it's going to be hard to get three all-pros.
Just another clarifying thing. I know you said current, but is this evaluations just of what they have done so far, or this past season?
That's an interesting question, actually.
That's actually a good. That's
yeah,
actually good.
I don't mind that at all, actually.
That's a great question.
Yeah, what
Are
do
you
you think?
keeping or cutting?
Well, hold on. What?
You're such a dick.
Okay,
You're such an asshole.
Jules, what we need to agree. Do we say for last season or in totality? Like where we're
Well,
at?
here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? Like he can go the route like Nick Bonito, Patrick Surtain, like
I mean, yeah,
you know,
that's definitely a key.
like he can also have like Seattle defensive trio, like Devon Witherspoon.
Yeah, but
Leonard Will-
a Witherspoon trio over.
I
want
to cut this person.
Well, no, Houston.
I want to cut this personally because I think there's multiple
yeah,
trios that are better.
I'll cut it for now. I think we can wait.
I think we can
wait.
Well, you guys got it. We'll see what happens. Hopefully.
The next trio up: Brown, Lloyd, and Horn in Carolina.
Brown, Lloyd, and Horn. You see, we gotta cut.
I'm only a Horn guy. I'll cut.
I was gonna say I am too, but that's about it. Yeah.
Well, Devin Lloyd. Well, if we're taking last year into account, Devin Lloyd was arguably one of the top 2 linebacker.
I mean, that's fine.
When it comes to Derek Brown and Jalen Carter, I do think they're on the same level. People hate. Yeah, I think Derek Brown is one of the best defensive tackles in the league.
I agree. I just feel like Jalen Carter is a legit solo game wrecker when he's in his hot.
I just think with Jalen Carter, I think he's too inconsistent as a pass rusher.
I think he slightly regressed last year, but I'm gonna cut.
Well, but here's the thing though. I don't need him as a pass rusher because he's a DT.
We're
his job is to push the line of scrimmage.
No, you're retro. You're not wrong, but the thing is that the league now is progressing into interior pass rushing help. So
no, I can grant it.
So I don't know.
The third trio up: Stingley, Elshair, and Anderson.
Wipe right.
Keep.
That's fine. Elshair is kind of a dirty player though. But.
Kieran, you were so close to naming this next trio on point. Bonito, Surtain, and Singleton.
Keep. Move on.
Yeah, fine with that.
Parsons, Cooper, and McKinney.
Left. No.
Shit.
I only heard one good player. Thank you.
McKinney is... No, McKinney?
That's the only one. Micah got hurt. Micah got hurt.
Okay, well, hold on. But actually, we never... So that's the thing. Jules, we never agreed if we were doing,
I'm doing it by this past year. I'm doing it by this past... And by his tenureship of the Packers, it's been short-lived. So...
Okay.
That's my justification. That might be nasty, but that's my justification.
Well, I don't know, Kieran. How are you viewing this? Because I think I might be viewing it the same as you.
Dude, it's just the duo of Micah and Xavier alone is crazy.
I would agree.
Yeah, I know. That's kind of weird.
Ah, fuck.
I just don't.
All right, we'll cut. I'll take a. I'll take a
gamble.
I'll take a gamble.
You also do have one keep left with 3 names to hear.
Yeah, I think we should have taken the Eagles, man.
No.
This is. But all right, we'll cut this and hopefully get something better.
The next one up: Turner, McDuffie, and Landman.
Cut, respectively. Respectable cut.
Turner and McDuffie are nasty.
Respectful cut.
Yeah. Kobe,
I'm okay with that.
I would have been okay if Jared
Milton,
first.
Gonzalez, and Splain.
Oh, that's nasty. That's really nasty. Dude, yes, it is. Dude, Spillane was one of the better backers, and Milton's really, really good as an interior rusher. And
Milton Williams is really good.
Gonzo was the best player in the Super Bowl last year.
Gonzo was probably one of the best defensive backs.
I'm holding out for one. I'm going to take a gamble.
There's literally only one trio.
Would you care to
I don't know about this one either. But okay, I'm outvoted.
So we're cutting?
I'm outvoted, yeah.
Okay. You cut the Eagles, the Panthers, the Packers, the Rams, the Patriots to keep the Texans, Denver. Kieran, who are you holding out for?
Fuck. Jacksonville. Oh, no, not Jacksonville. Cleveland.
The last trio that you kept is a trio that hasn't even played together yet. Hamilton, Hendrickson, and Smith.
Okay, I'm okay
I don't
with
mind
that.
that.
I'm okay with
I
that.
don't mind that. I think they're basically on the same level as the Eagles and the.
I was hoping for the Browns because of Myles Garrett, Denzel Ward, and Mason Graham.
Jules, do you have a problem with that?
A little bit. No comment.
Really? I mean, Hamilton's the best safety in football. Roquan is nasty, and Trey.
Hamilton's supposed to be the best safety in football.
Hamilton's
supposed
the best
allegedly.
He's still the best safety.
Not last year, he wasn't.
Allegedly, yeah.
I mean, it's between him and Jules' guy, but.
So the next one.
You think so? I don't know.
think so.
The next one is a Would You Rather and then King of the Hill with the results of the Would You Rather.
Interesting. Okay.
And it's past and present receivers.
That is such a broad category.
I'm about to leave, bro, because Wrestler's about to piss me the fuck off.
I was gonna say, Kieran
these are past and present. These are past and present receivers that were on the same teams. Like they're like,
well, that's a little.
So like both players played for Cincinnati. Both players played for.
Okay. No, actually, Kieran, I think.
And then your king, and then your King of the Hilling, who you have left out of it.
Okay. Well, so we'll be okay.
So your first duo up, past and present, Brandon Marshall and Garrett Wilson.
Oh,
Brandon Marshall. Brandon Marshall.
Retro, you're already outvoted. I'm not even taking your consideration to Garrett Wilson. I'm not even taking your consideration.
All right. I love Garrett Wilson. I have bias. I can't even say that. Anyways.
Dude, look at who he's played with, man. I think that Garrett Wilson's very.
No, we're not going down. We're not going down. We're not.
You know who Brandon Marshall played with?
Justin.
We'll let it rock,
bro. Ocho Cinco versus Jamar.
I was just looking this up the other day.
Move on.
Yeah, it's Jamar.
Jamar.
They have actually very similar all-time stats on the Bengals already. Jamar's
Torrey Smith versus Zay Flowers.
This is the worst one. This is easily the worst one.
Oh, it's not.
That's disgusting.
Can I just say Zay Flowers?
Can they take the fucking meteor? What the fuck?
No, you may not.
I'll say Zay Flowers.
I don't care who you guys take. It doesn't matter.
I'll take Zay Flowers.
I want to take Torrey Smith for memes, dog. Fuck it, yo.
You could have picked Steve Smith. He played for the Ravens too. You could have picked Steve Smith.
Or Derek Mason. Or
Derek Zay Flowers. Zay Flowers. Fuck.
Yeah, Zay Flowers.
That's hilarious.
I don't care who I could have picked.
Disgusting.
That's hilarious.
Disgusting.
T.Y. Hilton versus Alec Pierce.
T.Y. Hilton.
T.Y.
versus Alec Pierce.
T.Y. Hilton, bro.
T.Y.
Andre Johnson versus Nico Collins.
Andre Johnson.
Yeah.
Shout out Nico though. He's really good though.
Nico's a dog.
He's ass.
Dwayne Bowe versus Rishi Rice.
Dwayne Bowe,
I guess.
Yeah,
Dwayne Bowe had a really good year one year.
I will say, I want to give a shout out to Rishi Rice. He said on a live stream that he's thinking he wants to make JSN money and stay with Kansas City his whole career. So I want to give a shout out to Rishi Rice, who thinks he's getting JSN money.
All right.
Shit.
The last one up is technically, again, the same as the last trio for the Pick 3 Cut 5. This player hasn't played for this team yet.
Oh.
Emmanuel Sanders versus Jalen Waddle.
Emmanuel Sanders.
Yeah.
If Jalen Waddle had hands, maybe, but
yeah, honestly,
he doesn't.
The actual best receiver on the Dolphins for the last couple years.
Like he literally has ping bong.
Bing bong.
Like,
all right, so starting at the top, you have Brandon Marshall versus Jamar Chase.
Jamar Chase.
I'll just delete Zay Flowers now.
Yeah.
Who's he up against?
Jamar.
Yeah.
Who's he? Oh, okay.
Should I also just delete T.Y. Hilton as well?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out T.Y. though.
Jamar Chase versus Andre Johnson.
Andre.
I actually think Jamar Chase could be better all time. Yeah, it's Andre for now, but I think Jamar Chase could be better.
I think if we're talking like peak, it's easily Jamar. But like, if you want to say,
agree. But in terms of all time, it's Andre. So I don't know which one we're going with here.
I'm saying Andre.
I guess for career we can say Andre because Andre Because Andre, at least like Andre was a top 5 receiver for like a decade. So.
Yes.
And then I'm assuming Andre clears Dwayne, Bo, and Emmanuel Sanders.
Yes.
Yeah. I do
Bo.
think it's an interesting thing with Chase is that I do think if he stays healthy and Burrow stays healthy for like 2 more years, I think him and Andre are a great combo.
Well, I think Jamar. I think Jamar like Jettas is on a top 10 trajectory.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah, him and Justin. Yeah,
I agree.
Yeah.
All right. The last one is basically a quiz style. So
Do we know the
you
concept
get 3
of ball?
strikes, and you get 3 strikes,
Okay.
and you're out of the game. So we're gonna go turn-based. So Kieran, you're the guest. You will go first. Jules, you are the co-host. You will go second. Retro, you're the guest. You will go third.
Retro is the views. Anyway, continue.
Yeah, whatever. So this is last 200-yard games by receivers.
Oh God. What?
Now, mind you, there is one non-receiver in this list for NFC teams.
Okay.
Kieran, where would you like to start? You can pick any team and name their receiver.
Wait, so I have to pick a team in their last 200
Their
yard
last receiver to have a 200-yard game.
Interesting.
Holy fuck.
Interesting. Okay.
All NFC teams.
Oh, just NFC. Okay, that makes it even harder. Fuck. So,
And you get 3 strikes and you're out of the game. So you'll go.
Can
and you get it wrong, you get a strike and it moves to Jules. And then we go on that way. So if you get one right, you get to keep guessing until you get one wrong.
So can I say the Lions, Marvin Jones?
The Lions' Marvin Jones is on the list.
I'm actually glad that you said that because I thought it was Calvin Johnson. So thank you for that.
All right, Kieran, where would you like to go next?
Oh, I keep going.
Oh, yeah, you could clean sweep the board.
Okay. Well, Seattle.
You're not gonna get that one.
I'm just gonna take the Rams. I'm just gonna say Rams to take Puka.
Rams Puka.
Okay. Okay. Fuck. This is so hard.
I know.
I tried to get in my bag on the games because you seem to be some sort of a football nerd, so I'm like, let's see if we can put him to the test.
Okay. Vikings, I'm just gonna Justin Jefferson.
Vikings, Justin Jefferson.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fun.
Okay. Oh God. It's so hard. I don't know where to go. Where do I go?
5-second shot clock.
I'm just trying to think. Seattle JSN.
Oh yeah.
1 strike for Kieran.
Really?
Jules.
Yeah.
I want to say. I
You can go to any team you want.
I want to say Julio for the Falcons.
Julio.
I still want Julio.
I want to say. Fuck. This might be nasty. Was it Devontae Adams for the Packers?
Devontae Adams for the Packers.
Holy fucking wide receiver.
I was thinking the Raiders, bro. I was thinking the Raiders.
Well,
That's why I didn't say him.
Is this like a team game where all 3 of us?
No,
are
you're competing against each other for points.
Fucking Christ.
I'm treating it as a team game. I
Well, we're playing until the board is clear.
I mean, to be fair, we can do if we're all out, we can try to do
Yeah,
it.
that's true.
I say unless all of you get all 3 strikes, sure.
I'm gonna take some risks. I think.
Yeah,
It's still on Jules.
Because I want to do.
Jules,
I
I'm
want
gonna
to
have to
do my division. This might be a shot in the dark. I'm gonna go with the Cardinals. I'm gonna say Anquan Bolden.
Anquan Bolden.
Oh, I thought it was gonna be Fitz. Okay.
I thought it was. I'm gonna be honest. I thought it was Trey McBride.
Dude, low key, I don't mind that either. Honestly.
Because he had like a 20. He had like a 20 yard.
It's a 3-3 tie right now.
Okay.
Trying to think. I don't know if he had, because I know he had like 180. I don't think he had 200. Fuck.
I think I know.
Did we say the Cowboys?
No.
CeeDee
No.
Lamb.
CeeDee
Okay.
Lamb.
Oh man, I overthought this, bro.
Did we say Tampa?
No.
Mike
Nope.
Evans.
Mike Evans.
Nice.
I overthought this.
You're cooking, Jules.
The Saints. Oh, that might be a fucking tricky one. I'm gonna say Mike Thomas.
Michael
Yeah,
Thomas.
Yep, 100%. Slant boy, definitely, yeah.
God damn it, bro.
Yo, Carolina might be. To be honest with you, this might be Steve Smith. This might be nasty. I'm gonna say Steve Smith.
Carolina, Steve Smith Sr.
Holy fuck.
Yep, bingo.
Okay, so
Nice.
Retro's not even going to get a chance to go.
No, I have one. I have one that I'm almost certain of.
oh, the Bears, DJ Moore.
The Bears, DJ
on
Moore.
my Commanders. My Commanders, yes, I remember the game.
Nobody cares.
Yeah, Jules, I was gonna say.
What teams do I have left?
Washington, Philly, New York, Seattle, and the Niners are left.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I think I know some of them.
The Giants OBJ?
The Giants is
Okay.
OBJ.
Nice.
See, I'm so fucking scared on like my team because like there's two guys.
So
I have two guys, and I might save my team for last and just shoot the dart.
You could just shoot the shot and give Retro a chance.
Fuck Retro. He pissed me off. We all argued for 30 minutes.
He
Fuck
did.
you, Retro.
Yeah, he did.
Hey, listen, I just wanted it to be complete. I'll be happy.
I'm gonna say for San Fran, I'm actually gonna guess George Kittle.
George Kittle.
Okay.
Bang.
Seattle, Philly, and Washington left.
Philly.
I'm gonna be honest. I have no idea who's Philly.
Yeah, no. This is the other thing because I have two names for them too, and I'm scared because I don't think it's AJ. This is gonna be my guess. I'm gonna just guess. Jeremy Maclin.
Jules has a strike. Retro, you get to play.
Okay. Okay, hold on. So who do I have left?
Washington, Philly,
Washington.
Seattle.
Washington, Philly, and who?
Seattle.
I know the Seattle one now.
I'm trying to think because so Washington, I know Terry didn't do it. So, and I know J. didn't. It's probably going to be an older guy. It's probably going to be like Pierre Garcon or like D-Jax. I'll just take a shot in the dark. Give me Deshaun Jackson for Washington.
Deshaun Jackson for Washington is incorrect.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, so Seattle's Tyler Lockett.
Seattle is Tyler Lockett.
Fuck. I was gonna guess Doug Baldwin.
Yeah, because Tyler Lockett, like that Cardinals game. Yeah. So it's Philly and the Commanders.
Yes.
Oh, God. So here's the thing. I don't think it's AJ. Is it Zach Ertz for Philly?
It is not. Jules.
Fuck.
So I think it's D-Jack for Philly.
It is Deshaun Jackson for Philly.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then this fucking dumpster fire of a team that means absolutely nothing.
Hold on. Wait a minute. Oh my God.
Is it This might be the most nasty because I don't.
No, this might no.
I don't think it's Terry. I don't think it's Scary Terry.
It's not Terry.
I think it's Curtis Samuel.
Did Curtis have a I was gonna say. Okay.
Fuck. Retro.
Retro?
Okay.
This is your team.
I don't think it's Jordan. I know. I don't think it's Jordan Reed, and it's not Djax. I know it's not any of our like super modern guys. So it could be Pierre Garçon. If it's not Pierre Garçon, it's gonna be somebody like it's gonna be like a Art Monk or like a Gary Clark. Pierre Garçon ever 200-yard game? Give me Art Monk.
No.
Holy almost.
Okay, so I'm like, dude. Okay, so I'm thinking of Jordan Reed. Thinking Santana Moss.
Could be Santana Moss.
I'm thinking like fucking Fred Davis for some reason.
I don't know. Maybe Vernon Davis. You mean?
I'm thinking like Josh Dodson for some reason. Like
that would be nasty.
You know what? I'll just say Jordan Reed. Why not?
And the brain is eliminated.
Damn.
Okay.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Okay, Jordan.
Oh.
Who the fuck is catching fucking footballs for you guys right now? Jesus Christ.
Dude,
I'm gonna look this up.
Well, okay, we didn't rule out Pierre yet, and we didn't rule out Gary Clark yet, and we didn't rule out Santana Moss.
Kieran, when you see who it is, bro, it's like the nastiest thing possible.
Oh my god.
Oh, well that's
good. God damn, I'm so scared. I'm so fucking scared right now. I don't know either.
Like,
I want to unalive myself.
I'm trying to rack my brain for just a random like Washington receiver.
There's 0% chance you get this.
0% chance.
That's what I said. This was the one name on the list that I was like, who the fuck is this guy?
Yeah, if it's 0% chance. Like,
is it recent?
Yeah, is it? It's
No.
not recent.
It's in the, I'll say this, it's in the 21st century, but it's not recent.
I'll even tell you, it's 2000 to 2010.
Okay.
It's just...
I'm so confident right now, if you guys don't cheat, I'll tell you it's pre-2005.
Oh, fuck no.
So it's
I do not know those Commanders teams pre-06, dog. Fuck no. We're chalk. I'm chalk. I'll give up. I'll say Pierre Garçon and take the L.
That would be the L, yes.
Yeah, I guess
I
don't.
This is the most diabolical name on the list by far.
Yes, it is.
I don't know, like even in my brain, even like racking it hard, like Chris Cooley at tight end maybe, like because he was really good in the early 2000s, but like I don't think Chris Cooley ever had 200 receiving yards in a game. Like I don't know, Jamison Crowder didn't play for us.
Kieran, what did you think when you saw this name?
Dude, I was like, this is the most ChatGPT name. I'm literally looking up this dude's career right now. It's ridiculous.
I mean, I know we had like Antoine Randall for a second, but I don't know how long we had Antoine Randall. I think we had him for like 4 years. I'd say Chris Cooley and take the L.
Would you like to educate them?
Rod Gardner.
Who the fuck is that, Toby guy?
Who?
What?
Who?
The fuck is that? Hey, I want to say I'm proud of myself because I was doing pretty well there. I'm not gonna lie.
He's a first-round pick. We picked him in the
first round pick.
What? 15th
Out of
overall.
where?
Out of Clemson.
Holy fuck! Clemson suck.
Oh my
What?
god, that's terrible.
No
Clemson's
idea.
ass.
No clue. I had no idea. Every other team was like names that made sense. I've never heard of Rod Gardner. You know what?
When you said Deshaun Jackson, I thought you were gonna say it for the correct team, and I was like, no.
I thought it was like oh, I don't know. Washington's had a lot of decent receivers.
Yeah,
I never was thinking of
that's
Rod.
what was tricky between like Philly and the Commanders is because like I feel like D-Shack would have been one of the two, and I'm like way more chance of Philly, but he went off against Philly multiple times when he was a Commander.
Dude,
well,
dude,
and I thought it would be him because he was like our only deep threat for a long time.
Dude,
so
this dude's a literal bum. This dude's a literal bum.
Yeah, he is. Listen, I'll tell you right now, when I made the list, I was like, who the fuck is this guy? So I had to go look, and I'm like, This guy fucking sucks.
I checked this guy's stats. He had one 1,000-yard year and then disappeared off the face of the
Already
earth.
better than Terry McLaurin.
Basically.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
All right. Okay. Crazy. What's the next one, Justin?
That's it. So
that's it. Well, wait. Can we do it for AFC
Fuck
teams?
no.
We will.
We can next week.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, okay.
We will, not
next.
tonight.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
true. We're going to
man.
hit 2 hours. That's a fair point.
No, you're also under the circumstance that I just pull up a random list online instead of actually typing everything out into a
That's
different
true.
place.
That is true. Yeah.
Anyway, time of recording, April 7th. Our history fact of the day. I mentioned it on our podcast yesterday. Considering it's Masters Week, I'm giving another Masters stat. I'm taking it back to 1963 in the 27th Masters tournament. 23-year-old Jack Nicklaus wins his first of 6 green jackets.
Isn't he like the GOAT?
The Golden Bear.
I heard somebody say he was the GOAT.
Very nice. Very nice.
Somebody told me
There are
that.
people that widely consider him to be one of the GOATs of golf, yes.
Yeah. Somebody said he was
Because his reign of terror and dominance on golf was like Tigers on steroids.
Was he flipping cars as well or not?
No,
Okay. All
he
right.
did not. He did not just DUI.
Right.
He did not just DUI it. He did not.
Alrighty then.
First team all drinking. Tiger Woods.
Okay. Okay.
That man got the golden goggles.
Bro, this podcast is never getting off the ground because we're going to get canceled by every sponsor that ever tries to come watch an episode.
No, we just sitting here and chilling, and if we get picked up by somebody, be like, hey, it's a whole bunch of guys just talking ball, and we curse, and we're going to be us.
Pat McAfee.
I'm gonna now. Here's the real thing. As we're about to hit the 2-hour mark, I'm gonna ask the question, Mr. Guest up there. Do you finally believe that we know the concept of ball? Maybe not one of our guys. At least me and Jules.
He's referring to himself.
After the Tom
Absolutely.
Brady shit, I can't say that Retro knows that much ball, but he's a guest. So I'll talk to the two hosts over here. You know the concept of balls. Jules actually impressed me. I'll say that. Jules actually impressed me.
I am so right on this topic, and I cannot wait to be
vindicated.
vindicated.
All I'm like, Kieran knows me from basketball, but if I can hold my weight in football, I know this shit, dog. I know this shit.
Dude, this is why you don't get residuals.
Well, I will though. I will.
This is why Jane Daniels is mid, bro.
Okay. All right. I gotta hear Wemby is Stoudemire.
Retro. Now that he's addressed to you, Kieran.
Jaden Daniels is Pat White with a green light.
Oh, holy shit.
Oh, Kieran.
That was a throwback reference.
All right, now disregarding Retro, the two of us.
Yeah, man. I mean, Jules impressed me tonight. I didn't expect, like to be honest, like I kind of fucked up the question, but yeah, Jules kind of cooked us tonight with the trivia. So, and Justin was a good host, asked pretty good questions, unlike TMZ over here. So,
so to be clear, all of those questions and the topics were mine. So you're welcome.
Yes, and I could have found them in a 10-second Google.
Actually, thank you for the compliment. Actually,
I could find them in a 10-second Google, and you could never deliver the way I do. But that's just mine.
Hey, holy yes,
dude. Justin's like Regis Philbin, bro. You gotta get on his level.
A, that's cope, and B, I have delivered before when Justin said he didn't want to do it because he was too tired. So
Jules is like Jerry
You
Springer.
never recorded without me, so hey.
Retro, you're like Tyra Banks, bro.
So,
you're bad host.
You're talking about Tyra Banks, bro.
I think I'd fashion myself more as like a Stephen A. But
what's a watered down version of Vanna White?
I'd say a Stephen A. It's where I'd fashion myself.
That's awful.
You would situation yourself as a Stephen A?
Yeah, like.
Then allow me to be JJ fucking Redick. Jesus.
Okay, so I get to be the biggest global star, and you get to be like
no liar.
Kurt.
Yeah. Justin will be an NBA player making like $134 million.
I think Stephen A. probably makes more through ESPN than JJ Redick did.
That's not true.
I think it probably is.
That is not true.
What?
Retro's got a point, dude. He is Stephen A. All his shit is controversial. If people click on it, big if, he might go viral. He could potentially get into politics, but everyone hates him regardless of what he says.
Which is why I am announcing my run for president. I will be running for president.
You know what's the most political thing? The Lakers still
I
fucking
was about
suck.
to say they
Yeah,
are
they
down
do.
by 30 in the third quarter, and
They're
they're down by 30, and Luke Kennard almost has a double-double. Luka Doncic, you are not the MVP. Luke Kennard.
No.
You don't have LeBron.
Justin, walk with me a little bit. So Retro's like Nick Young, right? He's like, he's like a 15-year vet, and then when he's retired, he spews a lot of bullshit.
Who's
Retro thought he watched the ball go in, turned around, and it was not even fucking close.
I think ultimately the thing about me is my takes will always be logically consistent, and you can bet on that.
You sound like Skip.
That's what he said. He sounds like Skip.
But Skip doesn't have logically consistent takes.
Here's the thing, Skip.
Skip doesn't have logically consistent
No, but
takes.
Skip always has to justify by saying you can't argue with my logic, and I'm pretty sure that was...
You can argue with Skip's logic.
Right, but when we did a Keep 3 Cut 5 of outlandish retro sayings, I'm pretty sure that got kept.
I did keep that, yes.
Yeah, because my logic is...
I did keep
that,
yes.
Kieran, mind you, we'll have to find the episode and we'll send you it. You got to go watch it. I literally did a Keep 3 Cut 5 because I was ill prepared for the show, and it was literally a Keep 3 Cut 5, and it was 8 retrospect music quotes.
By the way, he did completely
Jules
lie
goes,
about it.
how do I answer this? And I said, by most outlandish to least outlandish, and Retro wasn't allowed to answer, and he kept trying to chime in the whole time. He's like, no, you can't argue with my logic. It was so
True, by the way.
It might have been one of the most peak moments of the podcast because Jules and I just got to sit here and shit on Molly.
Most people on TikTok will always say that...
Jules, are you happy? You officially got promoted off of Molly.
Yeah, it took us fucking 6 months. God damn.
I mean, Jules, you're Jerry Springer now.
Yeah, I'll take Jerry Springer. I'll take Maury at this point. I don't give a fuck. I don't care.
Not wrong, only early.
Holy fucking shit.
That is my motto.
Yeah, so like we found out today that Retro is Nick Young.
Yep.
You know,
I'm gonna be Bob Barker instead of Pat Sajak.
Steven,
all right, fair enough.
Fashion yourself as a Steven.
With that,
signing off from Nick Young, Bob Barker, and Jerry Springer.
Signing off
Kieran,
from Stephen Smith, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you for showing up. We appreciate you.
Of the show.
I really wish that third voice would ever just close his fucking mouth while we're trying to do this.
The myth, the legend.
If you liked anything you heard or you just think Retro's retarded, make sure to like, comment, subscribe.
And the Lakers still
that was the We Don't Know Ball podcast. We'll catch you next week.
Follow us on TikTok. Please follow Kieran on TikTok. He has a whole bunch of good content. He just hit recently 10K. Congratulations again, Kieran. That has been We Don't Know Ball. We'll see you next week.
Tom Brady and 5.